Oh, we're here. Hi, my name is Tim, and welcome to our podcast.
Look at my beard.
As many of the people that might are familiar with us, we're leaving a part of myself behind, which is my Asian mustache. Too many racial comments during the music awards about my Asian mustache. Not okay with it. Offended. Well, my name is Tim Amoroso, and welcome to the show. This is NoCover podcast. I was wondering, not gonna make that announcement. Gonna wait. These are boxes. This is a box of cards right here, $1,250. If you would like a pack, I'm selling them for $300 each. So, come get some.
That's not a good deal.
If I sell that Bo Jackson straight up.
Oh yeah, straight up. Yeah.
Okay. There's a Bo Jackson Ricky straight up here.
Right?
I'll give that one to him. $300. All right. Also in that pack is Michael Irvin, Ricky. I'm just joking. All right. Our show right now, from left to right, we have Ansel Bartley, we have Stefan Bergatti, we have Phil Amoroso, we have Dan O'Brien, and we have Isaac Ice. My name is Tim Amoroso, and I am your host for the next couple hours. We are going to talk a little local music, talk a little national music. We have a game today. It's Isaac yes or no game, where Isaac was asked questions, and you have to guess whether or not he's going to say yes or no. Okay?
Well, there's some questions in there too, boy.
We have a special guest. We have Rowski, who had an amazing Saturday.
Yeah.
Imagination was recognized, and we're going to talk about that for a little bit. And this is actually his real, hand to God, he has not really left the house since COVID.
No.
Is it about right?
Not through choice, but yeah, I mean, I was able to work from home, but after like the third or fourth month, I just started going stir crazy.
Yeah.
And then between surgeries and having to rehabilitate myself at home, the next thing I know, a year went by. And
He's saying he's rehabilitating himself.
and ready to.
Well, we are about to have some fun and talk to you and recognize you some more, and let's talk about it. We'll get there. But until that time, what else? Is that all? Did I get everything nice?
Yeah, what the hell? Probably not.
That's why I was going to write the thing for you.
Yeah, you didn't have a
Why are
list.
you on your phone now anyway? Because I'm sharing the show.
Well, okay, let me see. We had the band back out, and we have Hot Nuts, world's greatest segment, hopefully.
You're not supposed to hold it up like that.
And that's it. Let's start with the check-in. The music awards. Let's just start there.
Let's talk about the music awards. Yeah.
Dude, that shit was fun.
We can go.
We do the Ventura County Music Awards. In our community, we try to help local musicians and artists in our area just not get to the next level, but it's always fun to have something, something that will help you on your EPK, something that will. You can turn their mics on because I was about to ask questions. Oh, they are? Okay. It helps their EPK and it helps raise awareness to who are the bands that are hustling. This whole VCMA thing is for the fans, by the fans, and it's a hustle, right? Hey, can you vote for me? Can you to be on top of a vote is very similar to being on top of your career. It's something you do every day, and you see the people that win constantly are doing it every day.
That's promotion.
So we'll start with. You didn't watch it, right?
Not yet.
Oh, not,
Watch it.
What a team player.
I've just barely come back online from working, so.
we have about 13,000 so far.
No, close to it.
Yeah, online playing your battle.
Your video games. You could have played it while you were playing your fucking video games.
Yeah.
Don't bullshit me.
Taking off the
You have your phone and you sit in your little command center and play your goddamn video game. You can do
Why
both.
do you call it a command center?
Captain Kirk.
Go around your chair. Your
We've all seen your command center.
Man, come on.
And it's awesome, yeah. But thank you for thinking about us and just putting it on the background.
Don't be
Thank
like
you.
that.
Hey, I love you.
Hey, I'll give you that.
I appreciate you. Thank you for loving us. We'll move on to the person who does care about us, Stefan.
Make fun of someone else.
How do you feel? How do you feel about the music awards?
Well, the music awards. I think it's great, the whole idea of it, especially this year, since there wasn't a lot going on, because of the COVID lockdown. A lot of people felt like they're losing momentum or being left behind, in a sense. But this shows that even though everyone was locked down, those bands weren't forgotten about what they did for the community and for the music and what they were bringing to the world. It still continued. And that's what's really good. The positive side about being on the lockdown is all the musicians sitting at home working on music. So as soon as we get rolling again, I can't wait to hear all the new music that's going to be coming out from all those bands. But just the recognition, the way it was streamed live, gave everybody a chance to be a part of it and watch it. Because that's something that we don't do normally with the music awards. We have the event, but we don't stream it and we don't have any playback of it. So this was a chance for everybody to be a part of it and to feel like they were there with it,
And free. And we didn't ask for a dime. That's another thing. We did not know it. Not at one moment did we ask, hey, can you fucking help us with this? And we got just enough money. We went to 805 and we said, hey, Firestone 805, we said, we need this amount of money because this is how much the awards are going to be. And this is how much we, our lighting guy, our video guy, that's how much we want. They gave it to us. And then the leftover money we had, we gave it to Wendy Dio and Ronnie Dio's Stand Up and Shout Against Cancer.
Cancer Fund, yeah, absolutely. That's cool. And that's what's great about this as well. We're honoring the bands, plus we're giving to charity and getting those other brands involved. 805, they're getting the recognition, they're putting in their effort to make it happen. So everybody's winning from this, and I think it was a really good feeling this year. We really enjoyed it.
That's a good deal.
Did you check it? Take a look at it?
Not yet.
No, thanks. Appreciate it. High five.
Well, he works too, man.
Yeah.
Hey.
I will.
Hockey or at the same time. Hockey and your, talking to Mike. I can't hear you. Hockey and your phone at the same time. You can watch both of them.
Okay. He's like, we're gonna fight you. Okay.
Jeff, you are the unsung hero of this show.
Let's get it for Jeff.
Yeah, let's go.
Yay!
Jeff is the one that put it together. There's only one thing I would have changed. If I had to do it all over again tomorrow.
You would pay money instead of looking.
No, I can't. Yours isn't on. I can't hear him. When we filmed in here, we should have had a microphone.
Yeah. Well, there's always next year. Do I talk about it?
Yeah, dude. Talk about your experience.
Well, as some of you viewers know, I haven't been on the show very long. Actually, my second time here, Tim and Chris asked me or if I could edit the Music Awards. I was kind of hesitant because I was the new guy. I wasn't sure if I could edit something that big. And Tim says, I don't fail. And I said, okay, well, I'll try not to also. And I was stressed as hell. But once we started rolling, I got everything edited pretty quickly, and I was able to work on the small details of it. And then once it started getting closer, I started asking people, hey, do you want to check some stuff? Nope. Go ahead. Do your thing. What do you... Hey, I got a question about this thing. What do you think? Fuck. All right. He's like, you're the artist.
Yeah, I don't want... For one, when... I'm not sure... like, the people that we work together... When you do something, or Stefan, like when we all do something, like when you do your paranormal, I always tell you, you're the artist, dude. Because I was that guy. I need to control everything during red light. When I was a part of a different podcast, it was called Red Light District Show. And I was always in control. And I don't want that no more. And that's where I'm trying to change. And I really, I wanted you to be the artist.
Yeah, and I thought the pointers that you guys did give were super helpful, but like at the end of the day I was like I'm super hypercritical about my videos all the time. I think everything I do is kind of like, oh yeah, I could have done this better, but like once we got to the end, the last couple of days, because we watched it the day before the Music Awards premiered, I think I could feel the stress level from everybody, kind of thinking, shit, we gave this video to some guy we hardly know, and we're starting to realize we haven't even seen any of it. Like, what did we do? This is super big. And then
we would have done it that night, right, Chris?
Yeah, but like once we started like watching it on that Friday, you could see the stress level of everybody start to go down. Everybody started joking with it, and my stress level went down too. But then that Saturday, when I uploaded it to Facebook, dude, Facebook's got some shitty. Yeah, but like when it uploaded, it said, "All right, it's uploaded. It's gonna post at 5. It's processing. We'll let you know when it's done." And I'm like leaving for LA, and I'm like, "Fuck, I can't find this video. Where is it? I'm about to leave for LA. I can't like fix anything if it goes wrong." And then, dude, I was stressing out that whole car ride. And then when he posted it in the
Chris?
Messenger,
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh hell yeah! All right, cool, we're good." And then on the car ride home, that's when it started premiering. My wife was like, this is the video, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like looking through it, and she's like, "It looks good." And I'm like, "Okay, everything's playing right." Yeah, everything's playing. And like the stress went down, because that was like the do or die moment. Is it going to premiere now, or is it going to like fuck up?
People don't understand the music awards are what we protect. The magazine it can protect itself. It's been around since 96. Our podcast, we're a bunch of vets and we're comedians and we'll survive. Like, that is our bread and butter. The one thing we're good at, we're funny. If we just relied on that, we'd be good. But the music awards, we have to protect that. That is our fucking baby. And the stress level in this room 2 weeks prior, because we were like, oh shit, we need to record this. And we're like, hey, we have 5 days. We need to record 2 things. And we have to make 4 different things happen for one thing. We have to make sure Limo and Saul are there. We got to make sure Isaac's there. We got to make sure that the band's there, and we have to have a fucking person to record it.
Yeah, I showed up in my school bus uniform.
And 805 was there. So we had 5 people all need to be on the same page at the same time.
Amateur. This guy. Look, I show up with this guy in this fucking half male outfit over here.
Damn, just got done delivering mail, huh?
Yeah,
Don't brag.
But I do want to say thank you guys for trusting me with that and allowing me to get crazy with it. Yeah, it was a good experience, and I enjoyed working on it.
Well,
So,
dude, welcome
thanks.
to the team, man.
Yeah, thanks for not fucking that up.
Yeah,
Enjoy
yeah, I was really worried.
Let's give it up for him.
Enjoy those Pokemon cards.
Yeah, for sure.
Isaac, what do you think?
Let me just really quick to go back to what you were saying with the stress. You can tell, especially when everyone was in here, like to do the takes and the takes and the takes, like you could tell everybody was on edge.
There it is.
And like you can tell like the pressure, like even Sean said, like it was really hard to do that in front of Tim because like just the pressure, because we all knew how immense pressure you were in to do the awards, and that's why I was taking things seriously when we were doing the hosting. Like, okay, we need to do it like this, no nonsense, wholesome, get it in, get it out. The Moni saw scheduling and just doing people awards, hosting it. It was. I was so excited to see it finally, and Jeff, you did a really, really good job. Really impressed. And yeah, man, it was just awesome to be a part of it, and host a little bit with the rest of the cast. And it was. I can't wait to see what we can do for next year when everything's open. If we did that just that time to do that, with what we did with everybody working together like that in here and then over there, imagine what the show would be when we're on all cylinders. It's crazy with the people we have in the team. So it's exciting.
Let's go in circles what your favorite moment was. Stefan, what was your favorite moment? And performance.
Me.
Of course. Your video was like a music video.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Like it was cut, like the lighting, the guitar solos.
Really, that was just a practice at the Ventura.
This guy.
No, it's because Steve.
It wasn't
Steve
meant to be a
Holtz.
video. Steve just shut up with his camera and says, "You guys play. I'm gonna film this," and there it is.
Yeah, I asked Steve about it because I saw him when we were ghost hunting together, and he was like, I was like, dude, that was really good. That was like on point. He's like, yeah, I just got this new lens. I just put it on and I started walking around, and he's like, we didn't even record it through mics. It was just the camera audio or something. And I was like, well, yeah, it was good. Yeah, amazing stuff.
He's a real good dude. But now you can put that shit on your resume. He can edit like a motherfucker, and I'm not trying to
Yeah, he edited my speech.
take it away from
He edited my speech pretty good. I noticed that right away. My segment when I was filming here.
You were stressed out on that one too. You were getting frustrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was that.
towards the end.
It was that baby, the influence.
Duh,
It's causing all madness.
You guys got rid of the baby?
Oh,
Let's
there
not
was
get
a
into this.
situation.
Yeah, let's not get into this again, please.
It was a mixed situation with stress from the show, my dad being weird, and Stefan, and it was a fucking mess.
I told you the baby was no good.
I don't think it was
That's
a
why
baby.
he got removed from that house.
I told you. I told you don't bring it.
And said, go ahead and put him in the
All right, anyway, keep
All right.
with the
So, what about you? What was your favorite part?
For someone who had to watch it 100 times, I can't even.
Yeah, he's probably over it. He's probably, I'm done. It's over.
I did enjoy figuring out the smaller edits. I know one big thing was Sean's quote-unquote Ant-Man.
No,
That
that's
was really
mine.
cool, man.
That dude, he sent me like 8 different clips of green screen stuff. He set up a green screen outside. The wind was blowing, so it was blowing the green screen around. And he had some with his dog, and he was like on the floor with the green screen like cut right here. And he was like, "Can you work with any of these?" I said, "Yeah, I can figure it out." So I sat there for like a good 30 minutes, like playing with the green screen, learning how to like go in and clip certain parts and stuff.
Pixel, yeah.
And yeah, it wasn't 100% perfect, but I did what I could, and a lot of people enjoyed that, so that was a fun little thing.
That was my
one of your guys' ideas
This is
too.
mine.
You guys were just joking around. I was like, yeah,
And that fell on
I
Fox.
could do
Yeah,
that.
it was his idea, but then I knew what he was talking about, and I gave it related to you. Like, this is what you were talking about.
And I was like, okay, this is a joke, but I can do this.
it's not a
this is
joke.
fun.
It's fucking good.
Yeah.
But it was turned out funny.
Yeah. And favorite performance, I did enjoy the hotel performance. That one was
Ooh.
really good.
Yeah, that was clever. That was a good video for her.
And she's amazing.
She's talented.
Yeah,
as
she's
shit.
really good.
If you check out, it's hotel with a 0.
For the O.
How do you tell
And
the
it-
difference?
Because it's bigger, skinnier.
What about you, Ice?
I liked all the ladies that showed up. You know what I mean? Like Coley Ford was in there way too many times. I thought so, but that's fine. She's an amazing. She's an amazing fucking singer. Hotel, Jamie, Lacey May won, Karen. There was Elinette in your speech that I heard like 70,000 times.
No, I hear that.
The
The starfish.
Oh my gosh.
You made it with this guy. But you could tell it was sincere, and I know it was you.
Is he going for woke points?
No, well, this is the first time. Maybe women's always been represented this way, but it gives you more of a Miss Eleanor got the Hall of Fame, so big props for her, and I know how close you are with her and what she's done for the community. But just give a shout out to the ladies. You know what I'm saying? They put in good work this year too. So they hustled and they did great. And if I miss anyone else, I'm sorry, but those are the ones that came to my mind. And then the hotel performance was awesome. And then Jamie with the national anthem. That was a nice little touch. Did you guys ever do the national anthem before?
Last year we did the first time. So it's 2 times in a row.
Yeah, and so that was a cool little thing, and it was shot well. But yeah, give it up props to all the ladies that put in work this year for their awards.
Well, my favorite. Check 1 2. Something's weird. I don't have my high.
Smoke more weed.
No.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about? My high pitched voice of me. It's like there you go.
there you go. Make it
It's
more
a little
nice. There you go.
deeper.
Okay,
I'm not used to it.
You're
All right.
You're growing up.
All right, so one of the things that really, one thing that really stood out to me is Robot Nature performance on the Troubadour, one of the last performances there. That was amazing. They're just a special band, and I loved it. And the Ant-Man thing. I thought that was just so every time there's someone on playing music, Sean walks on the screen, drinks his 805, and then walks off. Everyone made a comment about it. It was awesome.
He was the only one that could pull that off in the crew.
Yeah.
He was the only one that done that.
Maybe Phil.
But that was angry. It would have been Angry Orchard instead.
Yeah.
All right. What is next?
You got the list. You tell us.
I'm trying to think of what direction do we want to go in now. Oh, Isaac, he didn't make no commercials.
Yeah.
What happened?
I told you I was taking a week off.
You just take a week off?
Did you post any videos of any interviews this week?
Of any interviews?
Did you post any interviews this week?
I think so.
I still worked on the social medias.
Okay, but
Every single day on multiple platforms.
Hey, listen, so if it's an issue that I didn't do it, I'm sorry. I just wanted to I wanted to decompress.
Well, how come you didn't say hey, I'm not going to do it?
I told you.
You didn't say that you're not going to do commercials.
Listen, my bad for not communicating better. I felt like that was what I was trying to say, but I guess I didn't relay that properly.
I'm just decompressing. Yeah. But it's funny. He has these. He has moments to make this flyer called Ice Mamba.
Yeah.
Because he played basketball with a couple of fucking tubby guys.
Listen, don't take away. Listen, the dad bod crew that we poop with. Don't listen. I'm excited about that. I'm taking my physical condition a little bit better. Trying to be active, trying to be.
What does that have to do with anything?
I was excited. I was pumped up.
So you make fucking Ice Mamba. What are you trying to tell people?
Don't.
What are you trying to tell people? Oh, guess what, guys? Look at me. I play basketball.
Yeah. Listen,
guys, listen, can I have attention?
You guys all have full invitations to come at College Park on Sunday. We're all gonna be hooping it up in there. We'll be playing. I'll be there. The Ice Mamba's gonna be there. So it is what it is. If you want to come,
and then you're giving yourself your own. And then you're like, I hurt my pinky.
I did.
And I still played basketball.
I went to the gym. No, look at so. I know you're trying to make a big old thing about it.
No, because
you know me, so I'm lazy. You know I'm lazy.
You don't do what you need to do for our show.
No.
We said, hey, this whole week, hey, we're gonna have a loose show, just do the bare minimum, and that's it. And then that's what we did. We did the bare minimum. And you did nothing.
That's the bare minimum.
That's the bare minimum. Yeah.
No. The bare minimum is at least doing something.
I mean, at least I didn't start taking stuff back.
Yeah. At least I didn't start. At least I didn't start losing followers.
In Isaac's defense, what about?
There's no defense of that. He just didn't do
His
it.
lawyer.
No. Well,
you
hey,
Saul?
I gotta play devil's advocate here. Sean's not here to play devil's advocate in his Suge Knight suit, so I can do it.
Sean Knight.
Yeah, exactly. What about the intro, Tim?
Oh.
The intro, I already have it worked out with Chris because we have the turnover happening.
Yeah. So.
Okay, then there you go.
So
Never
me and
mind.
Chris
Sorry,
worked out that I
that's
was
right.
gonna give him any commercials because we were waiting for other stuff. So I had an agreement with Chris.
Chris, you told him not to do commercials?
You could whatever. See? There you go.
Yeah, you're full of shit.
Okay, so you're just full of shit.
Yeah.
He's trying to throw you under the bus.
No.
Isaac, and not only that, we all go, last Saturday we're like, hey, everybody, we're gonna go to the theater. We're gonna paint, and even the day before, Stefan's saying, hey, Ice, we're gonna probably need you to buff some brass.
The brass. Yeah, I couldn't. If someone.
This guy right here is, oh, someone blocked me in. There was a bunch of stuff happening at my apartment, and
That's not
I
what I
need to put out fires.
That's not it. I did have to put up
Firefighter Ice.
Dude, the people wait all day. Hey, no, we're waiting for Ice. He's gonna put out these fires.
volunteer firefighter. That's number one.
Okay.
Number
You're an
2.
Avenger.
Yes, it's the Human Torch. So
Pretty woke.
very woke.
Pretty woke.
You were blocked in for 6 hours, 7 hours.
No, well, I was blocked in for 2 hours. Yeah,
Dude, that's bullshit.
So what happened to the other 5 hours?
Yeah, we were there all day.
I didn't know how long you guys. By that time.
Oh, I'm not gonna call you guys and see if you're still there.
No, he did know because it was already 4 hours past, and he still said he was blocked in. So he's lying. So you're either lying now. Do you want to go look through the
Probably,
messages,
yeah.
or do you want to bet? How about this? No, how
I'm
about
calling
we
your
bet?
bluff. No, look. I'll
No,
If you do this,
Okay, yeah. No, we'll bet first before
Okay.
anyone looks.
Okay.
I put my balls on your eyes,
No,
raccoon
no,
eyes.
I'm not- that's-
I dip my
that's too
testicles
risky. That's-
inside
no,
of
then
chocolate
you're right.
syrup,
Nope.
and I put
Raccoon
them on your eyes.
No, thank you. What do I get?
You can do it to me.
No, fuck that. That's gay.
Dude, yeah, this is something
Either way,
totally
it's okay.
separate.
Like, that's not,
What do you want to do?
Nothing. Neither.
I am confident that you need to be wearing my balls.
Listen, I would call your bluff, but that's just too gay, and I don't want to risk it. There's no chance around that I want to risk that. So I'm not gonna do it.
I
But
know.
will call-
I
will
showed
call-
him the messages.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, you totally flagged on.
I still think this will work. We'll talk about it after the show because I want to see it.
Is the 2 hours that his car was blocked were in the middle of the 6 hours that you needed him to be there.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
If you would have just he's a dickhead.
We watched
You-
music
tell me the
awards
truth.
there,
What did you do?
everything.
I was at home.
You're lying. You're playing video games, right?
No,
Oh, you're such a liar.
I got banned for like a couple of days because I was cussing kids out.
Oh, you're badass, bro.
Fucking hardcore.
40-year-old fucking with kids.
First of
You're
all,
the
don't
man.
drop 8 years on top of me. Jesus, I don't want to be Phil in the next 2 days. Fucking losing my hair already. God damn it.
So like what? You're playing basketball with 12-year-olds.
30-year-old.
No, they're like freshmen. In
No,
college.
he's talking about
I'm talking about this
the
is
video
Saturday.
games.
Yeah.
Then you're
Supposedly he got
like
banned.
5-year-olds.
You should be the last one talking about fucking Starship Trooper over
I
here.
don't talk shit to 5-year-olds, dude.
You know, you just because you don't have a mic.
I do have a mic. I don't.
Oh,
talk shit to
no,
5-year-olds. I know better than
Well,
that.
5-year-olds are probably too complicated for that game for you. It's a beta game. No fucking 5-year-olds is gonna be playing that
All right,
fucking
hey,
game.
just say the fuck the show. Dude, that's just so. Fuck our show, right?
I said last week, yeah.
No, just in general. Fuck our show.
No. But last week,
Sean wouldn't do this.
if Sean would be here.
Sean wouldn't do this though.
Do what?
He wouldn't just say fuck it and then make up excuses. and
I didn't
lies.
make up I told you what was going on with the commercials.
That's not true.
I didn't tell you what was
No.
going on. I told you I was like, I'm taking this week off to commercials. And you're like, yeah, I'll
No.
take it. Oh, okay, cool. All right, cool.
You didn't say you're not going to do commercials.
I thought that was self-explanatory. Why would I have to explain that?
Why would you have to? Hey, Tim, I'm not going to do commercials. We need to come up with something we're going to do on the breaks besides the commercials.
We have plenty of things that we have filmed.
We just deleted them all.
Oh,
You know that.
well, I didn't. I was informed.
Oh, was that because of the thing that shall go unnamed?
This guy doing his fucking Daft Punk
One
thing.
more time.
Stop it, dude.
Oh.
Stop it.
Sorry.
You're annoying.
Sometimes.
No, right now.
Oh,
I want to hate. I want to spit at you.
Don't spit it.
What is up with all? Is that gay tension? You want to put your balls in my face? You want to spit at me? What's happening?
Because I
Is it-
am
is it-
trying to put you in
Did
your
you go
place.
gay?
I am the alpha male.
Yeah.
I'm letting you know that you're beta.
Yeah, you're not
And I'm
fucking-
gonna put my
you,
balls in
You
your
ain't
mouth.
fucking me. I'll
And
tell
I'm
you,
gonna spit at you.
You can suck me off.
You can suck them off.
Okay.
All right, how was your week?
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I. See, thank you.
So hold on, real fast, Stefan. What about this guy? Tell me about him.
What about who?
What do you think,
Yeah, what do you think of Isaac?
Isaac?
I think you and Isaac need to work some stuff out, dude.
Why is it me?
Because you're totally like hitting on him right now, dude. Are
You
you
do have
kidding me?
like this whole
Spitting,
I'm
balls
just-
in my eyes.
I am an alpha male.
Okay.
That's what alpha male does.
And you were very concerned when you didn't show up to help us out on Saturday.
Because I had told Luann he was gonna show up, and she asked me about him.
Yeah.
And then you asked me about him, and then it was just on and running after that. Where's Isaac? Where's Isaac? Where's Isaac?
See, I do that so people can miss me and then I come back. You know what I'm saying?
No one missed you.
Oh, okay. Well, then why people keep on asking me about it then?
No, you just started showing a sign of, flakiness.
Yeah.
Listen,
You
there was
flake.
there were such circumstances beyond my control that I could not. I was about to tow a car. I was about to tow my neighbor. I was so mad. I was so pissed off.
Circumstances behind. That sounds like you had a lawyer write that shit.
Oh yeah, because I can afford a fucking lawyer. There's any Jewish people in the
I
house?
didn't say you paid
Is there any
him
Jews in the
cash.
house?
I didn't say you paid him cash.
What do you-
All that talk
what do you
about
think,
sucking
then?
people off.
What do you
No, they
think?
suck me
What do I
off.
think about what, Isaac?
Isaac in his week of fucking the show.
Look, I could have told you Isaac was full of shit a month ago.
You can't talk shit at anything. You haven't been in the show for 3 weeks. What are you asking him for?
He asked my opinion, I gave it. You're full of shit.
You're full of shit, Ice. All right. I'm not gonna let it get gay again. So I'm gonna move over here. You heard the story, right? What do you think?
I think he's full of crap.
That's any question you ask him about me. I think he's full of crap. Dirty freaking Mexican. You greasy Puerto Rican. I don't know why you still
think
think
he's
I'm Puerto
lying?
Rican.
Because when I first met you, you said you were Puerto Rican.
You did say that.
Now
Well, I was making a joke because my last name is I'm not going to say. But
it's too late now. You're already,
Do you think he's lying?
yeah,
What do you think? You playing video games?
yeah.
Yeah. He was playing video games.
Who was?
And jacking off.
Yeah. In his head, he was like, he got me.
that's
Very fucking close.
That's almost spot on. No, I'm just kidding.
What do you think, Jeff? And Jeff couldn't make it. He said, hey, I can't make it.
Yeah.
I told you I couldn't make it. I was boxed in. I told you that when you told me where you at. I'm boxed in.
But that's not a...
We had to go chase you down.
No,
hey,
you
where you
didn't.
at?
I was just to take
I
off.
hate you. I hate you.
I was just going to take off right when you called me.
And then someone was behind me. And I was like, I need to put out fires.
No, I was honking my horn to get out because there's a car parked right there.
You were already in the car.
You know what? When Sean
Started the car.
when Sean comes, you can vouch that car's parked behind my car
Why do we need Sean to
Why do-
vouch for...
because he came over to my house one time.
One time.
Sean came to my house once.
Well, he's been to my house. So has Jeff. Jeff's been to my house.
He knows I don't got any parking.
Yeah, what I mean is, why should we trust you?
I don't give a fuck if you do or don't. I'm just telling you, you can take it as face value. I don't care. You guys do this.
Hold on, but the only facts you have...
I don't even know why you're talking about it. You haven't been on the
The
show.
only facts you have...
Your opinions are irrelevant.
You have to reference through the only guy who isn't here.
Motherfucking.
Go ahead. You don't get to do... No,
Everyone will. Am I full of shit? Am I full of shit?
But he's the one who initiates votes.
Yeah, you're full of shit,
Vote
dude.
initiates
All right.
votes.
Can we end it then?
All right.
Can we just say I'm full of shit?
What about you, Jeff?
Well, I let you know multiple times that I
Right.
wasn't going to be here
It was
on
amazing.
Saturday because it was my wife's birthday. We
How'd
were
that
at
go?
Asbury Farm. It went great. Yeah, it was.
What foods did you have at Knott's?
Well, the thing that sucked is we went there, and the first thing that I got was a one of those the
Blowjob?
poison. No, well, no, not that. That was later.
Not
Yes.
at dinner in.
Mom,
No,
my
it
man.
was the boysenberry. It was like a pizza slice. I had like carne asada on it.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
the carne asada.
Oh,
The
damn.
bread
Poison
was
beef.
thick though, so
Uh-huh.
like filled me up. And then Emily had a bread bowl with like mac and cheese and the boysenberry sauce on it, and that filled her up too. So then we were just like, "Fuck, we're full now. We're just gonna be walking around all day." So then we got like desserts and stuff, and then by the end of the day, when we were ready to go, we hadn't used all of our little tickets things, but it was really interesting.
You didn't just go get them and take it home?
No. we
It didn't
do
dawn on
that.
them.
Yeah, we were just like, we had one more, and we were like, do we want to take it? Do we want? No, let's just like head out.
Take that shit for the ride home, dude.
Well,
You were probably busy on the way.
it is
home,
what it is.
right?
No.
Oh, were you guys
We
waiting?
did
It's
stop.
okay,
We
you're
did stop
married,
in
it's-
Thousand
it's all
Oaks
good,
though. We
dude.
went to the mall and went through all the shops and stuff. But
Is that what they
Yeah.
call it these days?
Yeah, we're not talking about window shopping here, buddy.
Isaac is full of shit.
I was talking about. But anyways, yes.
To wrap
so-
it up, yeah.
Yeah, well, that went on a tangent. They asked me or Stefan asked me how it was. Anyhow,
So-
I had to answer. If Isaac can provide the text that says that he let you know and that he's not going to be able to work on the commercials, I'm in his favor. But right now,
That text is not.
It was a
Probably-
verbal call.
I don't remember seeing that on the messenger that he said he wasn't going to work on anything. So I'm on the fence. I'm going to play the neutral party here.
All right, so it's on.
I got something to say. Sunday, we shot another episode for my TV show.
Oh, you did it?
We did it on Sunday. And it was a full moon. It was the new full moon, the pink full moon. So we wanted, and Patty was there. Everyone, there was a big shoot. Jeff came along to help us out as another cameraman, which was super awesome, and I really appreciate that. I didn't realize how some of this shit's kind of scary, because when I was listening to your recording playbacks today, the first one I heard was you going up to the dressing room, and you're talking to yourself, and you're like, "Oh shit, I don't want to go in here right now."
Well,
that was after the scream, and I said, "Go investigate the scream that just came from the dressing room."
well, so
Oh shit.
for that,
Shit went down.
yeah. So
Yeah, about that.
And I'm sorry because I didn't realize that. 'Cause I'm used to doing this shit all the time, but you're like new to this stuff.
I'm new to it. But the thing is like I'm always like, shit, send me in there. Send me in there by myself. Send me in there by myself. You know, like that's the thing I want to work on. You know, because, but like there are certain points. It wasn't that I was like freaking out, like, oh shit, like this is getting real. It was like I was getting a really bad feeling about it, and I knew that like if I walked in there, I was going to see some shit that I didn't want to see, or something was going to happen. And that door like closing and not being able to stay open, and I know that there's a door behind there. That's why I didn't want to go in there. And not only that, but I don't know if you heard on the audio, but like it sounded like someone was walking up from the stage to where the stairs are, like from behind that one curtain where you were turning on the lights and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be like caught up here, you know? So I was like, fuck. I know it's whatever I'm going to see in here is going to make for some
Because I
good
thought
TV.
Lane was going to go all the way up there with you, but
No.
see, that's
I
okay.
was there by myself, but like the
But that
thing
was that's hardcore to go do that by yourself.
But-
For like the first time, it's like,
yeah, I know, but
shit.
I did go into the projector room by myself, and I hung out in the projector room, and I even went up that.
That's
little,
good
that
because
little
Mike went
ladder
up there and he
stuff.
said, and he's a non-believer, and he goes, "There's something fucking right here, and
Well,
I
yeah.
can't get by it.
'Cause-
I'm not going to even play with this anymore."
Yeah.
and he walked away.
Yeah, and then him and
But you
the-
kept doing it.
Yeah,
which
I
was
went
like
in
I'm like
there- I
thinking
went
to
in-
myself, this guy is like awesome because
Yeah, I went in the
he's
projector room
going for it. And I
twice.
know he's like got to be freaked out.
So you guys make contact at the theater when you're doing seance?
Dude, it was getting gnarly. There was strange noises happening and things moving around. I saw a shadow person walk up to the corner, and I told him about it, and he just took off and started to go investigate what's going on over there. So it was good. And then at one point we were making contact. We're talking about a couple of the girls that were killed in the brothel upstairs in the first floor dressing room. And we were talking about them. We heard this loud scream come from the dressing rooms. So everyone's like, okay, what's going on? What's going on? And I said, yeah, go check that out. Take your camera and go up there. And he just like, okay. And he just grabs it and he takes off going by himself up to the dressing room to see if he could film something.
You see anything?
No, I didn't see anything, but I felt a lot of shit. If you want me to like go into detail, I don't know what I'm allowed to say and what not.
Say whatever you want. You've experienced. It's your experience.
Okay. Well, so like first off, when we got there, I was like, okay, Stefan, what do you want me to do? And he says, okay. Basically, I didn't have anybody to go off when one of the psychics were like pointing, saying, "There's a shadow over there. There's something over there." He's like, "That's what you're gonna do." And I'm like, "Okay, so I got to go in these places by myself." And he's like, "Yeah, are you okay with that?" And I said, "Yes, I'm okay with that." And like it started out really simple, and you know, like I went up to the balcony area. I was kind of hanging out up there. I didn't really hear much or see anything, but I felt a lot. Like I told Stefan this, but like they're like people in my family, they're able to feel things and stuff like that, and it kind of skips generations, or at least we thought so. And like, so I don't think that I have this ability to sense things, but like as I've been getting more into it, like I've just been running with the shit that's in my mind, and like there were a lot of things that happened on that night that kind of coincided with things that I was feeling inside and like knowing in my head kind of thing. For example, like I was sitting there behind I don't know who it was, but I was sitting there on the side of the table and stuff like that, and like I was starting to feel like there was someone standing on the stage, like over in that corner, and I was like, there's a kid standing over there. Like I don't know, like it just came to my mind, like there's a kid standing over there in the corner. And I'm like, Stefan, like I heard someone said that there was something over there. Like there was someone that was over there. I'm like, but is it a kid? Like, I don't know. So I just keep it to myself because they're filming their show and stuff. And then like 5 or 10 minutes later, they start the psychics are like, oh, there's a kid coming through. Like, oh, who is it? Da, 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 da. Oh, it's Joey. Da, 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 da. All this stuff. And I'm like immediately, and I'm just like, oh shit. Like I put my arm up like that, and I'm like that's what I'm feeling over there. Like there's a kid over there. That's who they're talking to. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to say anything. And then like, you know, they start talking about him and all these things and trying to get details and stuff. And I start feeling like this, like choking, you know, like someone's grabbing me and choking me and stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is weird. And then, so I like stop. I'm like, hey, so he's up on the stage over there, right? And they're like, yeah, he's over there in the back corner. And I asked Stefan, I'm like, how did he die? And he's like, well, we don't know how he died. He just died a violent death. And I'm like, I think he got choked. Like, that's what I'm feeling. Like, I don't know why. And he's like, well, take a piece of candy and go up there and like give him the candy. So I go up there and they're doing this thing. They're like trying to get him to cross over while I'm over in that corner. And I'm like, I'm not feeling anything. And I'm like taking pictures and stuff like that, and I'm recording and whatnot. And then like after a couple of minutes, I go back down, and they're trying to get him to cross over and stuff. And I remember like over the box, I heard no, like they were like, do you see the light? Do you see the light? Like come into the light. And the kid was scared, and they were saying like someone's trying to hold him back. Like we don't know who it is, but some spirit's trying to hold him back. And like one of the psychics was like, do you see the light? Do you see it? And the kid over the radio, it was a kid's voice, and it said, I see him. And like they were like, okay, go towards it. Go towards the light. Like they thought that he said go towards the light, but I heard, I see him. And when I heard that from behind me, there's that hallway over on the side of the stage. Like I turned around and the door was open, and there was a little slat of light coming through the crack of the door. And I was like, there's someone standing there. And I was like, the kid wasn't saying that he sees the light. He was saying that he sees him, like the ghost that's holding him back or whatever. And I'm like, he's not running to the table because he's being blocked by the, like if he starts running, this thing's going to come and he's going to grab him. And I'm like, why the fuck am I thinking this? Like, this is so wacky. And like, I'm the kind of person that when it comes to this stuff, I need to see something or I need to hear something in order to like, no, it's real. Like this feeling stuff, I'm not used to it. I don't understand it. So I can't like, I'm just like, okay, I'm going to roll with it. So right. I get up and I walk over to where that door is. And I swear to God, like I heard running from the stage and then go to the table. And then they were like, he crossed over. Like he got in, he crossed over, you know? And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I get up to, like, stand in between this ghost that's holding him back and this kid. And, like, I hear that. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, this is such a weird coincidence that it was just, like, hard to wrap my head around. And then that feeling that I had of that kid being there.
Did anything get validated?
Well, like, I was asking about it. It was just, like, that one thing. Like, he crossed over. And I was like, that's a little, like, hokey. Like, I don't know if that is what. I'm not sure about all of it. But, like, for it to coincide, like, I felt the kid over there. All
what's
of a sudden,
going on with
talking
him?
about it.
Stefan, what's going on with him? Him.
Who, the kid?
Jeff.
What is Jeff feeling? What is he trying?
Do you think
trying
he's
to
psychic or something?
Jeff's comes from a line of psychics. He doesn't realize it yet because he's just exposing himself to this. But we've had 2 psychics mention that when they were talking to him, that he can pick up on things. He just needs to fine tune what he's doing. You're pretty much a natural. First day, I take him to the projector room, and this is a horrible place. Violent spirit who just hates everybody. So it's a good test to bring people in there. And he's in there, and he's a little bit freaked out a little bit, but he's waiting for it. So talking about the moving table. So the table starts to move. And this time the table's going the opposite direction I've never seen it go before. And the spirit box is going on, and I'm like, hey, everybody, this is Jeff. He's new. I just want him to come up here and say hi. And then right away through the spirit box, you hear this, Jeff. Hi, Jeff. Like everybody kept saying Jeff to him. And he held up really good to him. And it was unusual because usually he's like, usually the spirit box up there, he's like, asshole, go away, I'll kill you, that kind of crap. But they were all like, hey, Jeff, how you doing? And like, it wasn't an uncomfortable feeling.
And even during the seance too, like I had accidentally kicked a chair and someone was like, come on, Jeff, like you made a noise, we're filming, blah, blah, blah. And then over the spirit box, like a bunch of people were just like, Jeff, come on, Jeff, like, hey, Jeff. And I was like, all the way up in the balcony, I was like, oh, all right, I'm sorry. Like, but one of the things that like Stefan was, he hangs up in the projector room, and I used to be a projectionist at a movie theater. I was trained to be, like, so I appreciate all the movies. And when he took me up there, I was like, dude, there's a bunch of fucking film stuff up here. There's all these 35 millimeter cans. There's a 35 millimeter projector. I was hyped on where this ghost lived, and I think maybe that's why he wasn't like pissed off at me, because like I can vibe with what he does, And I was asking questions about that.
That was awesome. I was really impressed.
He might be a good addition, huh?
Yeah. I'm going to use you for the next one.
All right.
I'm going to use you and Steve and try a couple different things, and that'll be
Phil
cool.
is jealous as a motherfucker right now.
Hey, I
Look
mean,
at him. You wish that was you.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
like,
you wish you were hanging out with Stefan?
I wish I would see something.
Yeah, that's what I
someone,
mean.
Or hear something
Yeah.
or feel something, but
Yeah, I just think the timing hasn't been right at the place that we've gone to, right? But you can come along and check out anything if you want. I've never been to that place before. What's that about? You can just come along and check it out. Because that's what he's been doing. He's just been coming along, and all of a sudden he's having experiences.
yeah, I mean, because like I said,
I think they like you. They're not afraid to show
You
them
want
stories
so
to you.
bad to have an experience. That's the
I
thing.
think in a way a lot of people do. But some people never have experiences, and some people just chase that kind of stuff away.
And it's also like, hey, the more you try, the less it more than likely is to happen.
Yeah, you just got to be yourself and just be in the conditions when it happens.
yeah, and like when I've gone out to try and get this stuff, like stuff doesn't really happen. It's just like random. And I've had this crap happen to me like my whole life. And my dad, he can see and hear this stuff. He's bothered by it. He doesn't know how to use it at all.
See,
And
your dad has it.
And my grandpa doesn't. And my great grandma, she used to be bothered by it so much that she would move houses like almost once a year to get away from it. And then like eventually there would be so many spirits around her talking to her that she would have to move again. So like we thought it was like a generational thing because I couldn't see or talk to these people like that.
But your
it was
dad
a skip.
could?
Yeah. So we thought it was like something that
Did the
skipped.
lineage.
It was like my great grandma. Yeah, she had it. My grandpa doesn't. My dad does, and then I don't. So then my daughter's probably going to have it.
Or
but
your
like,
grandfather's lying.
or
maybe
he
freaks
just
him out that
doesn't
much where he
realize,
just-
or he's
Or he cut himself off from it. Because
yeah,
that's
or
a
that
possibility.
because like there was shit going on so much. Like whenever we would go places, like I would always have an experience. There would always be like a story, and I wasn't saying the shit that I would feel. It would always be the stuff that I heard or like I would see, and I started to realize that I had stories for everything, and I was just like, well, maybe it didn't skip a generation. Maybe I just don't have it as good as my dad does or as my great grandma did, So that's why I just started rolling with it, Shit. It's weird.
Yeah, and
weird shit.
I'm sure there's better things coming because you, me, and Steve are going to go find the vampire.
I'm down. I've already tried to look for him.
I got a clue, and somebody sent me some pictures, so I know where it's at.
Am I going that one?
No.
What the hell?
Sorry, Tim, you've been replaced.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, Tim.
I thought I was going that one.
They found someone younger.
It's not
and
fun
prettier
Fridays.
than you.
This is the next episode.
This is professional
I
stuff.
thought I was invited to
Look
the
at your
Nord
look at you're pushing him to the drink.
Oh, is he drinking now?
Yeah.
Okay, you can
Yeah,
come
he
along for a little
pounded
bit.
it now.
But you got to
Holy
wait in the
shit,
car.
he finished it.
Yeah. You can only come out when the sun's out.
Well, I'm doing 4 days of shooting, so one of the days you can come out.
Yeah, we don't want you to get hurt, Tim.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Or drained.
Anselm. Can you turn Ansel up? Tell him to shut up. I can't hear him.
You just talk in the microphone.
Please. There you go.
It's, how much
it is.
into the fucking microphone do you want me to
Hey,
talk?
man.
You've done radio before.
Watch your freaking privilege, bro.
I think you guys
Check
are
your
fucking
white
with me.
privilege.
Shut up.
Check your
Shut up.
half privilege on that
No,
one
you,
side.
you check your fucking white privilege.
I don't have any.
I don't have any either.
All right, then.
Must be
don't
nice.
worry
I wish
about
I
it.
had some privilege.
Yeah, Phil.
But if we base everything on the color of our skin, he would be white because you look pretty white.
Don't
You do
ever
look
in
pretty
your life.
white.
Look at you.
Don't ever in
Look
your
at
life.
you.
Don't ever. Oh, you look white
Me
too.
too, because I don't go in the sun.
You look like one of those exotic
Wait,
white
people probably
folks,
think I'm
till
white.
next.
I'm like, I'm not
Wait
at
till
all.
Sunday when I'm out and I'm gonna tan again.
like Italian
Oh my
or
God! What do you take
Spaniard.
tanning
All right.
pills?
Well, I am.
Russian tanning pills?
Let's hit a break. We'll come back and we'll do. We'll have Rowski in, and then we'll play a little game.
Let's
Oh,
go ahead and
shit.
cue it to my commercials that I didn't do.
Yeah, watch this, everybody.
All right, everyone, watch this.
Yo, microphone check, make it a microphone check. Give it a microphone, I make it a microphone dead. Don't step to me, newbie, I could truly be moody. I could have played the fucking Grinch in the movies. I've been a part-time shadow cat, part-time. That is not a guy that I would ever want to try to battle rap. Snap, crackle, pop, mind fried to a crisp. Make an MC into a wide-eyed lunatic. Yo, give it a stage in a minute, I'ma eat you. El professor is in the house, let me teach you. I could defeat you with two hands tied and have you waking in the hospital like, who am I? And who are you? Who are they? What is this? You wouldn't believe how someone react to this shit. The mind slips, and speaking in tongues. Fly ink, GVA, that's how we get it done. 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 Fly ink, GVA, that's how we get it done.
They claim to be who they ain't. Try to knock my hustle, they can't. I pull this burner out of my pain. Chop him up where he stands. They claim to be who they ain't. Try to knock my hustle, they can't. I pull this burner out of my pain. They claim to be who they ain't. Chop him up. Chop him up where he stands.
Switch it up.
Chop him up where he stays. Okay. 100 pounds, we just break them down. Takes a couple phone calls, they gon' make them round. Let's make it show that everybody eat. So in the end, I'm making ends on everybody's streets. I'm in the trenches with it OD. I'm circulating public coke until they OD. The kid that started with 100 grams. Now he can turn a full slab into 100 grams. They claim to be who they ain't. Try to knock my hustle, they can't. I pull this burner out of my pants. They claim to be who they ain't. Chop 'em up. Okay, chop 'em up where he stand. Chop 'em up where he stands.
Yo, microphone check, make it a microphone check. Give it a microphone, I make it a microphone dead. Don't step to me, newbie, I could truly be moody. I could have played the fucking Grinch in the movies. I've been a part-time shadow cat, part-time. That is not a guy that I would ever want to try to battle rap. Snap, crackle, pop, mind fried to a crisp. Make an MC into a wide-eyed lunatic. Yo, give it a stage in a minute, I'ma eat you. El professor is in the house, let me teach you. I could defeat you with two hands tied and have you waking in the hospital like, who am I? And who are you? Who are they? What is this? You wouldn't believe how someone react to this shit. The mind slips, and speaking in tongues. Fly ink, GVA, that's how we get it done. 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 Fly ink, GVA, that's how we get it done.
to 100 grand. They claim to be who they ain't. Try to knock my hustle, they can't. I pull this burner out of my pants. They claim.
Got each other, and that's a lot for love. We give it a shot. Oh, we're halfway there.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, come on, you're from Jersey.
Yeah, dude.
I did it. You touched
Beer me, Jeff.
Hey,
Beer me.
you like this, right?
That music?
Yeah.
No.
Pussy ass Bon Jovi, man.
Bon Jovi's a pussy.
What?
I don't listen to that crap.
You don't like Bon Jovi?
No.
Why?
I just.
Because
Well,
it's not
shut up.
Zeppelin.
Nighttime.
Cries in the night.
What do you think they're like? They're like that?
Huh?
Are they this?
Someday.
I don't know. I don't
She
pay any
said we
attention to
gotta
that.
hold on
to what we got.
It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We
You love
got
this. Come on.
each other.
Join in.
That's a lot for love.
To give it a shot. I need to make a parody song.
It's my favorite part.
Phil's losing all his hair. And so is Ice.
I don't even think it's funny.
Oh. Okay, we'll make it just Isaac's losing all his hair.
Oh, come
better?
on now, dude. Now you're biting on Phil's shit.
Yeah, nobody feels sorry for you.
Sorry.
We're not gonna make that song about you.
Nope.
I hope not.
Yep.
You wish we would have, but we're not
see
going
that.
to.
Isaac saying he is. I'm not.
I didn't say anything.
Yep.
We'll talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do it.
Yeah, but you got the text,
No,
right?
let's
Okay.
not.
We got the group text.
It'll be a good one, too, Phil.
Oh, his hair ain't there.
We'll capture your love of Bon Jovi.
Losing all his hair. All right.
Losing. That,
You can
that
be
shit's
a.
been
You
gone.
want to featured? You want to be featured on a song?
No.
Okay.
You know what that means? Like you join into the song, not like
We
feature,
sing
like
together.
You sing together
No.
like a duet.
You want to sing about Ice losing his hair?
No.
Yeah.
Dude,
Me
we
and
can
you?
make a video and like put his head on like all these different like people.
Yeah. Make a song from the Doobie Brothers.
Or we want. Let's give a.
China
shout-
Grove.
Yeah.
We're gonna give a shout out to Teresa real fast. Teresa, no, I'm not gonna put my testicles on his head.
And then I'm not 40.
He's not 40, and you're the younger sister. So even if he was 40, you're the 20-year-old, right?
What's wrong with 40?
What's up, girl?
It was,
All right.
that was funny.
There's Isaac's sister getting upset with us. She's a Stefan fan. Can you say hi to Teresa?
Hi, Teresa. How are you?
There you go.
Come ghost hunting with us.
She probably would.
Yeah. Isaac has to stay home though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll drop her off, and then
He makes all the ghosts go away. They're like, oh, that guy.
All right. In studio, we have the one, the only Rowski. What's up, man? Welcome to No Cover.
Yay.
Almost said red light. How'd you feel about the music awards?
I thought it was awesome.
Grab that. It's like super.
pretend like
sensitive.
you're singing,
Yeah, yeah. You can be a singer.
right?
Living on.
Whoa.
Is it on?
Yeah, that's rock and roll, baby.
Dude, I love that new
That was set
style.
up.
Mic check.
That's shoegaze stuff right there, right?
Shoegaze.
Just look at my shoes.
Hear me now?
Hold on, he's gonna go with you.
Yo,
Can you hear him now?
yo, can you?
There it is.
You hear him
Hey,
now?
there you are.
There it is.
Hello?
What's up, man? So how are you?
I'm doing good. Yeah, the music awards. I thought, again, it was awesome that the way that it was pulled off virtually. I know that from experience, it's not an easy task, and just from experience of the past of the stuff that you've done live, has been definitely impressive of how everybody works together and makes it all happen and glorifies the local bands and gives them a place to shine and do their thing. I mean, I was all in, so yeah, I was definitely impressed.
That's awesome. What was your favorite? What was your favorite part and favorite performance?
Well, favorite performance actually, and I don't even speak Spanish, but that video where you guys had the band playing in front of the
Invisión Latina.
yeah.
Who is it?
Invisión Latina.
Yeah, I mean, I don't listen to much of that, but it was just kind of like a refresher because I listen to all kinds of music and I listen to, different styles of music that are in languages that I don't even understand because I'm feeling the vibe of the music and I don't even know what they're saying, but if a song grabs me, it's like, oh, all right. So that was kind of a nice little change of pace in the awards that I saw and just, the choreography and the videography, the way that it worked out, it was just kind of nice. There seemed to be a sense of normalcy, you know, or normalcy, or whatever the hell you want to say. But there were a bunch of other bands that I've been introduced to over the past through few months, and I'm, you know, utilizing this information to get turned on to some really awesome bands. But I agree, the one with the clouds. You know,
Yeah, Hotel.
Yeah, Hotel. Yeah, that was pretty kick-ass.
Whoever did her editing was spot on because every time she was on it, it was boom, boom, boom. Like, wow, that was really
And
good.
the way she writes too, she's
She's
special.
very
And she's
talented.
working with Guillermo right now.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my God. I can't. I wanted to see what they're working on.
Yeah.
He's a genius. He really is a genius. He's just an amazing guy. And
You guys had a little spot on there too, I saw.
oh yeah, your imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I also want to take a minute to get back to the Ant-Man thing too. 'Cause that was definitely not a diss at all. But it was funny because I noticed that someone had mentioned who's the little Ant-Man that came about, and I remember noticing it too. But just from a creative point, I understood the concept, so it was like, all right, this is kind of like a cool little addition, you know. At first, it was distracting to my eye, but then once I got used to it, and then it became the joke, it was like, oh, okay, we build it upon it, so it worked, you know. I mean, it did its job. It was, you know.
I don't think Sean realizes like how much of a kind of like a big deal that is. Cause that's 805. Like he kind of is like a sponsor for 805 now. Like,
Yeah.
like he's like a hush hush wink wink kind of like.
He's the 805 guy.
He's the 805 guy.
He really is the 805 guy
Yeah,
now.
that could have been you if you would have played your cards right, Phil.
That could have been you, man. Not paying attention to group
Should have got a
chats.
T-shirt and some glasses.
Yeah.
It was like a Cal Worthington commercial or
Yeah.
something. Right? He came off to the side and just like did his little thing and then bounced out. But then when he came up at the beginning with his Suge Knight, you know, big red thing, just like, oh, what's up? Like, damn, relax there. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone said Suge Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was funny. He was gonna go get another suit because I got one. He goes, "Oh, you showed me up on the suit," and I was like, "Dude, you have a nice suit." And then I never thought about it until I said, "I'm like, he does look like Suge Knight in there."
Yeah, who else has a big red suit?
Yeah, I
Suge
was like,
Knight.
wait a minute.
That's probably why he has one.
Yeah, usually you wear like blue or like a off purple.
Yeah.
Like I figured he had to do the total contrast and come out with the bright red and be like, "Arr."
I'm gonna do silver next time. As soon as I stop being fat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the undercover thing that we got going on. I mean, you know, and getting the, you know, recognition award and stuff. I mean, I again have to pass it on to all the people that were involved because it kept me sane through the whole year. You know,
And just for people that might not be familiar with it, Undercover is Chris and Justin. They got people together, and they were like, "All right, well, from different bands, different walks of life. You play bass. Who wants to play a bass for this song?" And they got a bassist from, let's just say, Robot Nature, and then they get a guitarist from Bone Maggot, and then you get a singer from Power Syndicate, and then you get every just different bands in our area are represented, and to keep everyone going during quarantine. I just thought it was a very great idea.
it started with me doing drum covers because, you know, I was drumming and I was like, well, I'll just record myself playing drums to some of my favorite songs and try to practice them in the meantime. But then I thought, this is boring. Nobody wants to just watch me playing drums. So then I called on Justin and said, hey, would you want to do some recording? And it was a struggle at first because, you know, again, everything was, you know, sending files back and forth via phone or Dropbox or WeTransfer. And it was just raw footage off the phone. And then it slowly built until I said, you know, I'm going to make a call out and just blast it out there and whoever's interested. So I asked you for some bands and musicians that might be interested, and it organically grew. I made a Facebook group and people just started jumping in. I had a spreadsheet of all these songs. I had all the parts that were finished. So it's like, okay, we only need this one part. Any singers out there, we can finish this song. And you know, every week I was putting up a new video on YouTube. There were some drummers that, you know, gave me a break, so it allowed me to just focus on the editing and kind of master that craft. and get creative and help some of the musicians that were having an issue, because they never done this. They're like, oh, I don't know what to do, and I'm like, just do whatever. You know, you've seen MTV and you've seen music videos. Like, what would appeal to you, and how do you want to present yourself? There are no rules from my end. I'll utilize whatever you give me. So I was getting some janky videos and some janky audio, and I would tell them, okay, you know, I need at least kind of like this quality, or, you know, maybe this and that. So I was kind of helping guide them as I was learning. And once they saw the final product of something that they were a part of, it gave them motivation and momentum to want to do another one. And that's just how it just started building, to where it got to a point where I couldn't even keep up with the videos. I was getting so many parts from people that I was like, man, this is cool, but man, this is a lot of work, because as you know, editing video, it's a lot of work.
It's tough.
But you know, I still want to do it, continuing in the future. It's slowed down a lot now that things are opening up and people's schedules, you know,
Start to fill
are
up.
getting busier.
Yeah.
But it's always been a concept that I wanted to do, is to kind of combine different bands to do collective stuff, you know, because to me, the music industry has always been, I was just telling Justin outside, it's like that movie, The Warriors. Like, you got a bunch of gangs out there and they got their own little cliques and they all stick to themselves. And for me, I just want to be like, you know, can you dig it? Kind of thing. Like, get everybody
All right,
together
boppers.
and do something together. You know?
Yeah.
So that's still my plan for the future. You know, that's kind of what I want to do, is take it from, you know, online videos to live performances, so that all the bands can cross-promote themselves, cross-promote within each other, and it's a win-win for the venues, for the bands, for the members, for the fans.
Even the community, yeah. Because I would imagine, I would love to. That's an interesting show to go to. Imagine if there were, you know, Stefan was a guitarist, or let's just say Stefan was singing.
If he was a guitar player.
He's singing, and then Chris is doing drums, and then you get who'd be a cool Jaden Secor doing guitar.
Yeah.
I mean,
But what about Isaac?
in freaking stand up bass with Johnny? That would be an awesome little like yeah.
Isaac Ice on the cowbell. Fuck
You could play your violin.
Oh man, I
His
wish.
trumpet.
Those guys Robot Nature with that violin though, huh?
Yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah, that was badass.
Whoa.
That's why I said it was like, when I saw a lot of the performances there and got familiarized with some of them bands, I was like, wow, hopefully, you know, maybe somewhere down the line we can get some of these guys involved with it, even just to do one song, you know, and make a video out of it, and, you know, I'll promote it on my platform, and, you know, again, it gets cross-network through everybody, so you know, that's the plan.
We have Robot Nature on the 28th.
Here?
Here. May
Fuck.
28th.
They put good. They put
May
out-
30th. I
they
don't
put
know.
out
It's in
really
that
good shit.
area. Yeah, they're awesome. So they're going to be here. I mean, if you haven't checked them out, check them out. And if you haven't checked out Imagination, how do you spell Imagination?
It's funny because at the end of all the videos, it has a little animation as to what it is, but it's imagination, so it's MHNHN. And if you just say the letters real fast, MHNHN, it's imagination. And I took all the letters and I scrunched them all together, and that is the logo. So if you look at the logo, it's just MHNHN all scrunched up.
That was very creative. I like that.
Thanks.
That was
And
really cool.
It came from when I started doing, you know, web design and graphics and stuff. My company was Total MHRE, which was imagery. So I was focusing more on imagery at that time, but I wanted to branch out and go into music. So then I was like, okay, what's another one I can come up with? And then Imagination came about. And it was mostly for when I was doing art, like, you know, painting and stuff like that. And so I used it as a hub for when we did art shows. And then it branched off into music. So now I got shirts, buttons, stickers. It's already branded. And, you know, people are digging it. So, you know, I'm grateful for that.
Hell yeah. So not only do you do that, you do a lot of things. You paint, you You do music. You are an editor for NoCover, graphics designer. I don't know. What do you fucking call that? Page layout.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it hard? Is it hard to like when we do our magazine, like when we're putting it together? Like, so this is what happens. Everything happens like a chat. We have a chat. We have a Dropbox. We have Google Sheets. So that's what we're working with, and we're all. Are there days where you're like, "What the fuck is these guys up to?"
Yeah, it's usually the the deadline. It's like when it goes 2 or 3 days past the deadline, I'm like, all right, well, that means I'm gonna put on 2 or 3 days more for my deadline because
you can't do it on the same day that everyone brings it. You have to take time for you. Yeah,
exactly. And a lot of times I can crank stuff out real fast, but a lot of times I like to spend time and fine tune and take my time with stuff. So whether it's designing a page that looks bland that I want to give it some flavor or flair or whatever, or if all the pages start looking the same, then I want to kind of mix up the colors or stuff like that. But even down to the content, like I wish I could dig even deeper into the content of the interviews and what's written and stuff, but that's why I have to kind of draw the line because I can only do so much. And yeah, I mean, people say that a lot, like, you do so much, but it's part of my nature. Ever since I was a kid, I've always had, an imagination. Growing up as an only child and, latchkey kid where the parents are always at work and then they come home and then they're partying and I just go in my room and, do whatever. Like music was first and foremost. I would dive into music and then that would explore my brain to where it's like, okay, I'm going to, fuck with my Legos or my Lincoln Logs and start making shit. And then in my teens, it was, all right, I'll start spray painting the wall with hairspray and lighting it on fire. And shit. And it just started like eventually graduating into this multi-dimensional experimentation of expression, and I was a drummer and we did the Hollywood, circuit for X amount of time. And then I sold my soul to corporate America. I cut my hair and, did that whole thing for a while. And still.
What's your favorite magazine? The cover that you've created.
I'd have to look at them, but I think the one that stands out the most is probably the Alien Ant Farm one.
That one's dope.
Yeah.
My favorite one is December. This past December,
one?
the Christmas with that girl.
And see, again, that was like just a way of like, okay, it's Christmas, so I want to like put something Christmassy or whatever. So
it's so awesome. You can't really even tell. That one's gone. Like I have like 2. Oh yeah, I do right here.
How convenient.
No, because I saved them because I don't want people to take them off the table because we only have 2 left.
Oh.
This one. And see, I didn't recognize that this was Christmas right here.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a background.
Oh, yeah.
And then that Dayglow one's dope, too. This one?
Whoever took that picture made her look really, really nice.
Yeah. She's pretty.
Yeah, I understood what he was saying when he was talking about, editing videos, because a lot of times you invest so much of your ideas that you want it to really pop and stand out. And so, a lot of times for me, and one thing about the process that you didn't mention was getting the information from the artists. And a lot of times, there can be either a disconnect to where we don't get enough pictures or we don't get pictures that look good enough, so we got to hit them up and get more, which pictures we can use and whatnot. And so,
and sometimes they send us shitty ones.
Yeah,
that's another for ever since July. We're like, we're gonna fucking smash this problem with the pictures because they're all like some of the picture I gave you were shitty.
Yeah.
But we end up doing it, and it ended up being pretty dope.
Yeah, I use YouTube a lot to kind of
figure out who they are.
Use a lot of Photoshop tutorials on how to make low resolution look better, like all these little tips and stuff like that. But I do have to say, for any musicians or artists that are out there, as I'm working on this magazine and being a musician and being an artist or whatever, all these things that you say that I am, you know, as a kid, one thing that was always big for me was the logo. Like, whether it was Journey or AC/DC or Led Zeppelin or The Doors, or like they all had that logo that everyone would write on.
We were talking about this,
folder or stuff.
Yeah,
and that's one thing that I don't see now. I don't see, I see just like these generic fonts and, you know, a picture, but nothing that makes them stand out above the rest. And that
you have a
would be,
logo, right? Or OV?
Mm-hmm.
And Lucerio?
Yeah, Lucerio definitely has our custom artwork.
Is it because people don't want to pay the extra money?
No, I think it's probably more so like 75-80% are like the solo artists that, you know, they haven't worked that out, or maybe
Prince.
they don't feel like they need it. I'm talking about like current
Like local
artists now, like local
Or even current. Like, I don't see, like, what's Drake's logo?
The owl.
Is it really?
I think he owns part of OVO or something like that. It's
I don't even, it's not recognizable to me.
I mean,
And let's think about Greta Van Fleet. Not really a logo,
does Lady
right?
Gaga have a logo?
Lady Gaga doesn't. Beyonce doesn't. Jay-Z does.
I mean, that's kind of taking it to the extreme again. I'm talking probably like, you know, the artists that are in like local magazines that are coming up. All those bands, they're established. They don't need a logo, you know. They can do whatever they want. But I'm thinking in my head, as I'm working this magazine out, I try to come up with different fonts and different logos just to give them kind of a flair.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also to push them with like, hey, you know, maybe you should come up with a logo. It's not a plug to be like, hey, I'm down to do it. Cause I mean, I am to help out, but
where can we find you at?
Right? www.mhnhn.com.
There you go, guys.
But
cheap pop.
Yeah, and so that would just be one word of advice to anybody that really wants to step up their game. I think people really get into logos because it helps with branding yourself and marketing. So you can throw that logo on a shirt, button, sticker, and it makes you stand out over the ones that don't. And
You know who has a logo that's in our community is Dylan Garcia.
Oh,
He has
the
a
koala,
koala.
yeah.
He has a logo. Who I don't know, and that's a good idea. I mean, we had listen. At the
Robot
end of the
nature.
day, we get it. You're a musician, and people are gonna like you if they like you. But if you want gigs, if you want to take it seriously as a career, you have to play the game. And the game is, you know, taking things serious. Have high quality pictures. Have a logo. Have an EPK readily available. These are all little things.
Sean was just talking about this earlier the week, or last week. He was saying, "Hey man, like you would send him stuff so he could do the." When I used to do the flyers, he's now doing them. He goes, "Hey, Ice, can you help me over here?" I'm like, "What's up?" Tim sent me this person, and I can't find it, but supposedly they're really big, but they don't have anything. It's hard to find like high quality resolution pictures and logos for when you want to promote. Like we're just trying to help people out. You know what I mean? Like we want to have the best quality out there to promote these people, and that's the whole goal when they come on the show. We want to boost their stuff, but when we can't find it, then we have to ninja rig stuff. And
yeah, that puts more work on you because then you got to find it and try to find something, and they're like, "Oh no, that's the one from last year."
Yeah.
It's like
what?
Or if there's not enough pictures.
Because he keeps like, "Hey man, you got the old drummer." I'm like, "Well, take a picture with." And he's like, "Well, they switch. It's like the new flavor of the week." And I go, "Well, hopefully this guy sticks around."
Every 6 months, we'll train him up, dude.
Jeez. But yeah, no, that's what Tim likes to do with people that come on. He always likes to tell, "Hey man, you need to have this, you need to have that." And one of the main things to brand yourself is to have a viable logo or something that's like the front thing of your thing. If you have just generic lettering, that's every Joe Schmo has that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just like our band Power Syndicate. We didn't have a logo, so I just came up with something and ran it by them, and we tweaked it out, and they worked it out, and they dug it. So now I can put it on a hat, and when people go, "Oh, what's that?" It's a conversation piece. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. It's a conversation.
Me and you, we're going to have a podcast going on. Like once a month is what we're planning, maybe twice a month. Yeah. And we're just going to talk about certain topics.
What were you going to call it?
Rowski and me.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had other ideas. Like I wanted to incorporate Teddy Ruxpin.
about that.
You don't want to do that?
No, that is a little gay. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm leaning on this side a little.
I don't.
more.
I don't know if you noticed the theme at the beginning of the show, but it's
No,
starting
I
to keep
did.
going. Yeah.
Or SpongeBob.
No,
Oh, dude,
that's all like past my time.
Okay, we're not gonna do that
It's
one
getting
either.
gayer.
If you're talking
I'll
like
be
Tom
Patrick,
and
you
Jerry
be
or
SpongeBob.
Popeye,
It's
then
SpongeBob.
Well, here's the thing. I'm sure you envision me as some conspiratorial man. By a lot of my comments that I say in my rhetoric.
Let's talk
no,
about
I
5G
just
real
think you're a
quick.
shit talker.
That's accurate. That's 100%
True.
accurate. Yeah.
True.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you like to stir the pot and get shit going.
That,
and it-
listen, that whole side of the wall likes
What
to
are
stir
you
the
talking
pot.
about? There's no stirring over here.
If you look under their desk, there are spoons.
Yeah. And like I said, growing up in an only child, I had to fend for myself. So I had, an extended family because I grew up from a divorced family. So I had like 6 families to deal with. And from, Latino family to Asian family, raised in a fairly Jewish and black neighborhood. Like I was kind of like all over the place. And I too, a lot of people, oh, well, you don't look Mexican. You don't sound Mexican. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, dude. And they're like, wait a minute, what the hell are you? But I got Native American in me too, so I'm actually more Native American than I am Hispanic. But
You done this 23andMe or the same thing
Yeah.
I did, right?
Yeah.
What percentage of Native American were you? I thought
I was like
I was too.
46%.
46?
Yeah.
You don't get no kickbacks?
And see, that's one of the first things everybody says too. It's like,
Again,
oh, well,
you're
if you're
talking to
only
an asshole.
2%, you should, get these kickbacks and do all this. I'm like, that's like the furthest from my, priority list right there. Like,
What, free money? Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
dude, you get
Gross.
radiated land with
Where-
poisoned
where's my
water.
acre and a
Sign
mule?
up for it, dude.
Right?
It's gonna be great.
Is that the what is the Iggy
dude,
for this?
That's such bullshit.
All right, so what is the Iggy
What?
for Native American? You are as well,
Like-
right?
You have to put
Oh yeah,
inflation.
me, yeah, absolutely.
You have to add for inflation too. So it's like what,
What
20 acres?
you get
Yeah, you
land?
Can, you can get land grants and stuff like that, but it's like this is like fucking poisoned area, like wasteland areas. They're like, oh, we're gonna offer you this and that, but they want to push you away and utilize whatever they fucking want, but they'll give you all this rotten area that nobody's gonna want to live on.
Why don't you just sell it to the Chinese? They'll buy it.
Probably.
No,
But yeah, this is a serious
nobody-
thing. A lot of people think that, like, oh, you can apply for grants and college funds. Even the college scholarships are very, very hard to get, and they're just not handling that shit out.
They're limited too. There's like specific tribes. Get
Yeah.
Per tribe.
Yeah, you get
like,
one person
part,
for every 100 people that apply. It's
Yeah.
like, really? No, dude. But everybody else is getting them. People just coming into this country right now are getting free scholarships
That's what I was about to say.
and health care.
You get more for not living here and being a native.
Yeah, dude.
Than you are a native.
My
They're-
people have
like,
always
double
been
fuck.
here. Where's our health care?
That shit's crazy, dude.
Yeah, dude. I
We
want
don't
some free
but
stuff.
We don't take care of us first. That's what we don't get. During this administration, we're not taking care of us. We're
No,
taking
But who we trying to
that's
prove?
America, period.
Are we trying to
haven't
prove
been
that to the
doing
rest of the world? Oh, we take care of everybody.
We take care of
but
everybody
ourselves.
else but us, yeah. There's a huge homeless problem. There's the kids trafficking. There's the illegal immigrants, and then there's Native Americans. There's a lot of shit that's fucked up.
And now it's racism that is being just spread throughout our countries. And I'm not saying that people are racist, but the narrative of being a racist is just
And
everywhere.
Time. You turn on TV, it's always black this, black Chinese this. It's always
I mean,
something.
we have our president that just did his little speech gimmick. I don't know even is that State of the Union? What happened?
That's the
It
first
was
100
the
days.
first 100 days, I think.
Okay. So, and he makes it seem like if you weren't from America and just watched him, you're like, oh shit, I don't want to go out inside in America. Those guys don't like colored people. You know what I mean? Like that's not what the majority of America is. The majority of America is in this room, sitting next to each other, making our dreams happen. And the people that are worried about fucking racism are fucking losers anyways. Let them fucking be worried about that.
That's the narrative the media is also pushing too. That's constantly what you're seeing. It's the hot topic. Who just got shot? What were their colors? Would it have changed if it was a white person?
Oh shit! All right, so one of the hot topics this past week was Kalia Bryant. She ended up getting shot and killed by a police officer as she was in mid swing of stabbing a woman.
Oh no, that was
That
the
Kobe
week,
Bryant's
that was the week
wife?
before last.
It was? Well,
Yeah,
we were
that
off.
was before last.
So, is everyone familiar with that?
Yes.
Or you haven't seen it?
I stopped taking it. I mean, I only am fed what I'm fed, but to me, this is, you know, that conversation is the same as the warrior thing. Like there's all these cliques that I don't align with. I don't align with a clique. I'm just kind of like here. So if you ask me what religion I am or what,
So did you see it?
Demographic? No, I didn't see
No,
it.
he said fuck your news.
All the
enough
racism
CNN.
bullshit. I don't buy
Did
into
you?
all that.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I
I'm
know
familiar
that.
with it.
Okay. I don't know what's right anymore. I know what my internal compass tells me. My internal compass tells me that as a police officer, he shot somebody who was trying to murder somebody else. Anybody can say what if, but what if she didn't try to stab her? How about we start there? What happened? What if the dad, instead of kicking the girl that was on the floor in the head?
Why are you blaming the victim, Tim?
What's going on with this?
That's what
Where
we
are
do
going
on this
with
show. Hello, have you not been here? Are you weird?
She got
Well, how do you
stabbed
feel
because
about
she
it?
was there.
What do you mean? How do I feel about it?
What do you think
She was
happened?
wearing pink.
I wasn't there. I don't know what happened.
What do you think happened when you saw it? Do you think that cop was out of line?
I thought I saw a fucking shitty video of a secondhand account. You know, it's like I said, I wasn't there. I don't know. That bitch could be crazy, dog.
Why would you
I don't
have
know-
that
I don't know
opinion
her.
on a radio show?
That's my fucking
A
honest
no
opinion. It's not no opinion. My opinion
I didn't
is
see nothing.
No, my opinion is I
You
don't
don't
know
snitch.
enough about it.
You don't snitch?
Nah, I don't do
Suck
that
me
shit.
off.
What about you?
I don't do that shit.
I don't know. It's all kind of hearsay. We're talking about what ifs.
Well, that and it's definitely projected.
Is
to
it
you to
wrong that the
create
cop-
an opinion?
Is
So
it
it's like,
is the cop wrong for shooting the woman?
cop is trained to stop that person from attempting to kill another person.
Yeah, if he has to shoot him to do it, that's what
It's
the
a
fuck.
The
they're trained
problem
to
with
do.
the United States is they're always shooting people in the head or in the chest.
Well, those are the biggest targets.
In every other country, they're trained to take out their legs or they make them immobile, not to kill them.
Good luck.
It's a lose-lose situation.
That's a good point. Yeah.
It's just it would. So if he didn't shoot her, then the girl gets stabbed, and then he's at fault for not taking action. He did shoot her. He killed her, unfortunately, and now he's
A monster because he
But
murdered a
There's-
14-year-old
there's-
girl.
What's happening is
He's
there's
the
no incentive
devil.
to be a police officer anymore because anything you do is going to be scrutinized.
What
There's
incentive?
not even incentives to.
They're politicizing the police department.
There-
What
there's-
is- what
riling
incentive-
people
what-
up
hold
against
on,
them.
They're
hold
gonna
on.
be like, fuck it, I don't want to be a cop.
Hold on.
anymore.
What
Why do
what
this?
incentive was
Exactly.
there in the first place to be a cop other than like having
To protect
family
and
ties
serve.
to
There's
it?
people like Tim and like
But that's
Sean
not-
and like Chris who serve.
I was in the
country.
military.
But
you don't,
that-
you don't know about this.
Well, hold
You're
on,
not
hold
alpha
on.
male. But I'm just saying, there's other people there.
Is this guy
who
talking
want
to me
protect
right now?
And serve.
Okay, but that was never what being a law enforcement officer was
That's
about.
the protect and serve.
And that's what a lot of people find out when they become police, that
Well,
the
then you're
world
not-
really
if you're
doesn't
not
work
in
that
For
way.
that, then you're in there for the wrong reasons. There's some. And don't get me wrong. There's people in the force.
I'm not saying
that shouldn't
people
be
don't
cops.
listen.
But
I'm
he's-
not saying that people don't join up for that reason. But once you get in there and learn the game, that's
Militarized.
That's not what it is. We here.
Then you lose. I don't know, dude. I'm just saying from what I look at the outside as a civilian, I think that a person should protect and serve. And that's what that person did. He tried to protect and serve the person that was in trouble.
But he panicked probably and started.
Well, dude, you had to split.
Well, no, it's
Come on,
training.
He had
man.
one
He had,
second
like,
decision.
split
You
second.
have
So
training
someone,
at
what
that
are you gonna
point.
do?
And
Just
whatever,
I mean, whatever
however
hits.
you're fucking trained, that's how you're gonna respond.
Whatever hits, man.
I think none of my business, but 4 is. I don't think I would go 4 because he shot her 4 times.
Well, maybe
But
he
he's,
missed.
that's because he's panicking.
Well, he
He's
shot
fired
4
one
and he
off.
only hit
He's
once.
panicking. He's
Oh, he did only
recoiling.
hit
He only
once?
hit once. So he shot 4 times. He hit once. So I mean,
That's a
The
terrible
one-
cop.
That's a bad shot, especially for how far. But then again,
He was
you're
probably
right.
trying to miss her,
Well,
warning
then-
shots and hit her.
Hey, you try handling a firearm
That's
with
what I'm-
adrenaline pumping
that's
through your
what-
body.
Where did she get
Shit
hit?
doesn't work right.
I don't know that for sure. But I know that he got shot 4 times, and that's what I was trying to say. Like, when the adrenaline hits,
Dude, you
go
know
in.
that.
You don't, because it's not your shooting range, you're shooting targets. It's a
Like, hey, we've all had cops draw guns on us before, and we
Yes.
all see how they panic.
Latino that doesn't look Latino.
Yeah, dude, I've had cops draw guns on me all the fucking time, and that was, you could just see the panic in their eyes. They're
Yeah,
they're
that shit was
even
ridiculous.
walking up
if
to
you
one.
even
Yeah.
scare them, they're gonna freak out and they can go crazy.
My mom's house got raided when I was in
Yeah, remember that? That was cool.
2nd grade, I think. And those fuckers I was taking off my shoes sitting in the doorway.
The shoes that Phil bought you, those ones you're talking about?
Bam! Nah. it's
Definitely
probably-
Asian household. You have to take your shoes off.
the police just barged in, fucking gun to my head, man.
Oh, yeah.
I was in second grade. How old are you in second grade? 7? 6?
Yeah, with
8?
the little stupid little
7,
hats
8.
backwards with their fucking guns and shit. Yeah, it's great.
See, I think, also, especially with what's going on in the world today, we didn't have the internet and the exposure to it as we do now, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. So back in the 80s, this stuff was happening on the regular.
Every
and
day.
Nobody was hearing
Even
about
in
it.
the 90s.
Now, every little thing that happens, everybody hears about it and makes a big deal about it.
When
and
really
and they're dissecting.
When really they don't know shit. Like some of the
Yeah.
shit that I've seen fucking motherfuckers do. Yeah. I've seen cops show up to pick up dead drops before. Like straight fucking crime shit. Like you're just like, whoa, that's
And we can't pretend
in
like
Texas.
we can't pretend like everybody's like that. Most of the people that these guys pull over are criminals or up to some bullshit.
Yeah, no, when you deal with the type of people that cops
It does
deal with
matter.
day in, day out.
Exactly. That's what
That's just gonna bend your mind, bro.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna fuck your shit up.
For the media, that's not the issue. They could have been high on drugs. It didn't matter because you need to do different tactics to subdue people and not kill them or put guns. It doesn't matter if there's a criminal record.
Did you see the Project Veritas when they just recently last week where they ended up picking up they got one of the directors of CNN and they got him on a Tinder date and he was spilling the beans and she had a freaking wire on.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
An admission did what they could, made up lies about Trump just to get him out of office. Admission, over exaggerated COVID cases and kept on shoving it down their throats because if it bleeds, it leads.
That's the media, man.
These guys are, and to me, not necessarily the Trump thing, whatever, man. People want to be, but if you're scaring people with fucking death and COVID, you need to fucking die. This person needs to be that. How is that not a death penalty situation? It terrorized the entire world.
I don't know about all that, but I'm just saying once you know the game, like Ansel says, then it's like all you really knew is you need to inform people like, man, what you're seeing is some people just don't take everything at face value.
Yeah, but you can't
that's real.
you can't inform people of that shit.
No, they have to come
because
to that
as soon
realization.
as you come on some other opinion than what is presented, you get thrown into that category of fringe lunatic, or he's got his tinfoil hat on. Listen, he's getting the alien transmissions.
And that's
they're telling him the tooth.
My whole point,
so
this
it's
whole
like,
election cycle,
you got to let them come
was
to it on their own.
that people are lying, and we have to point it out. Because
people
I
are
noticed that they were just making shit up, and if you ask an everyday person about Trump, they're like, "Oh, fuck that guy. That guy's a fucking racist." Blah 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 blah. But if there's people that really understood what was happening in that time. And the only reason I even say this is because out of everybody in his administration, this administration, in the government, Congress, whatever, the only person I trust is Flynn. He's the only person that I feel he's a good guy. And if he's lining up a certain way and you're seeing lies that are deliberately attacking, I'm a liberal. I voted that way for years, but I'm noticing this and I'm saying this is not American. This is not right. It's not that I'm sucking Trump's dick, but I'm saying that right there.
It does sound like you sucking a little bit of.
Tip, that's great sucking.
I mean, hey, if that's what you want to do,
the tip is great.
If that's what you're about, fucking do that shit, man.
No, but
fucking
I get it.
gun ho.
It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Right down the throat, but I'm just letting you know that it does.
Going back to that, I feel dated now because for me, it was the Rodney King thing. Like, that was the first thing that came out where it
Reginald
was
Denny.
video recorded and the cops are beating the shit out of him. Now, luckily, it wasn't where they killed him, but they beat the shit
Hold up.
Piss out of him.
Hold up. How come every time somebody talk about Rodney King, some white boy got to bring up Reginald Denny?
The one white person affected.
Asian right now.
I know. I'm just fucking with you. Come on, man.
He's
My bad.
Asian
I,
right now.
I had to
Red
say
Bull
it. I had to
Jenny
take
song.
advantage of that shit because I heard you say it like kind of under your breath.
And I said
a little.
it. Yeah, I said it for no reason.
And I was just like, man.
Well, he was smoking. So
But he was
gonna fuck
right.
with you right
He's
now.
right. That's the first time I remember seeing it as a little kid.
Yeah,
and just see
then
like
the
they were
outcome
beating
of
the
that,
piss
look what
out of them.
happened. I remember when they, eventually let them cops go. I think at first, and then they ended up doing a retrial later on. But at first, that was like Black Lives Matter, where there were tanks coming down Topanga Canyon Boulevard, and there were riots down in downtown LA, and you had the Asians fending off their, their storefronts, and
the Korean dudes
everyone
out there
was
with pistols
against everybody, and it
Rifle
was like
and long
whoa,
guns.
Wait a minute, this isn't even about culture. This isn't like Mexicans against Asians or whites against blacks, and no, it was everybody just said fuck it, and we're done with the cops, and we didn't like what we see, and it was scary. It was a scary time at that point. If anything, that's when, if I'm not mistaken, that's when like Crips and Bloods like came together. Like there were
there
people
was a
that were
truce.
starting to come together and say, hey, things are getting a little too crazy. So now, fast forward, 30 years
They forgot
later,
about all that shit.
Yeah, you got the new generation who doesn't even know that even existed.
Yeah.
And is it even the same?
No,
Is
no.
is that the same? Like that time period versus this time period?
time
now?
period?
These, like the riots that just occurred like over the summer, that wasn't anything like what was going on back
But I'm talking
then.
about brutality wise.
No, the 90s, the 80s, that was some fucking fearsome shit, dude.
Who in this room?
That was some horrifying
I was
shit, bro.
relevant in the 90s. Did you get yoked up in the 90s by cops?
Yeah.
You did?
I
Did
got
you?
my fucking ass kicked by cops. In
Did
the
you
90s.
ever? Did you get yoked up by cops in the 90s? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Did you? 80s or 70s, 60s? Did you in the 90s?
Pretty much all the time.
Did you?
In the late 90s, yeah.
Late 90s, early 2000s?
I got fucking head injuries from
Yeah.
fucking
I'm the
police.
younger one. I'm the younger one of
Fuck.
everybody.
For no reason, I got yoked up.
Well, some of
Well,
that shit,
no,
there
they
was a
had
reason.
reason to mess with me. So
I was chilling with some black people, so that's probably why I was associated. But.
Good job, Isaac. Thank
yeah,
you.
I was affiliated.
Thank you. We appreciate your contribution to the nice level-headed discussion.
Always got profiled. So I had the long hair, the bandana, whatever of what they thought I was. And I remember the first time a cop pulled a gun on me, I had a 65 Mustang and the window didn't roll down. And I got pulled over and I knew my window didn't roll down. So he's coming up. So I opened the door and I opened the door and he stopped. And he puts his gun. He's like, hold it right there. Don't do nothing. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like 17. And, right away I'm like, shit, what do I do? Well, it happened that I had a piece of telephone cable that was wrapped in electrical tape down here just in case, I ever needed it, not knowing that it would be considered a deadly weapon.
Yeah.
So
dude.
he used that against me, cuffed me, had me in the back seat of the car. And at that point, I'm like, fuck, I'm going to get fucked with. And he's checking my car, searching my car, but my weed was in my back pocket. So I reached in my back pocket and put it down my crack. And at that point, again, I'm a young kid. I'm not thinking what's going on. And long story short, ended up having to do the strip search. I had 2 fake IDs on me. I had like 2 pipes on me. But the only thing that stood out was him pulling that gun out on me because I was like, I didn't even do anything, and he was just like right there to fucking blast me.
Why did they stop you in the first one? What was the?
I made a turn on a red light, like it was yellow and red and whatever. And
challenge the light.
Yeah, it was like a bullshit. But again, like I used to get pulled over just for the way that I looked. Like if I had stickers on the back of my car, they had no reason to pull me. I had one cop who broke all my cigarettes trying to look for weed, and he couldn't find anything.
Isn't that the stupidest thing?
Yeah.
So stupid. Like you're looking for weed. I mean, that's so
Yeah.
And I have a bad mouth with authority, so I would always end up talking back to him and get myself in deeper shit. And so
That's what they did to me. They broke all my cigarettes. They put me on a curb. This is in fucking Burbank.
Oh.
In the valley. I just pulled. And he was like, "Oh, how fast were you going on the freeway?" Right? I go.
Did you look like this?
70. And he was like, "What's the speed limit?" 65. Exactly. I was like, well, all right.
He doesn't know how fast you went because their radar guns are set for 72 and above.
You know what I learned is that whenever a cop tells you that, you always say the speed limit. So I was going the speed limit. And then the burden is for them to prove.
Yeah.
So every time they talk to you, they're trying to have you purposely admit to stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a trick, dude.
So I always just say, like I remember when you get pulled over, have you had anything to drink? No. Even if I did, I don't go one, because once you say one, okay, you've been drinking. That's what they get.
But if they smell you,
That's that's the burden of proof they have to prove.
or I just won't drink and drive, dude.
Well, I mean, yeah, don't. But I'm just saying.
Yeah,
that,
Isaac.
I know, Ice.
God.
Whether you've been drinking or not, they're still going to ask
We're
you.
gonna quinceañera, we're gonna drink in the car, and then we get there, and then that's it. But no, I'm just yes, of course, you're not gonna drink in the car. But I'm just saying, or drink and drive. But I'm saying you never tell them purposely what you've done. You have the burden of proof is to them.
Yeah, don't talk to him.
Don't stitch
Like,
yourself.
I was a little
You're like
kid,
vampires. They brainwash you.
Man. Then he was like,
invite them in.
Yeah, don't invite the
do you
police in.
do you guys have any drugs? I was like, no, we don't got no drugs.
Yeah, just a
and he
heroin
like
in the
fucking
back.
kicked me in the back of the head.
Shut
Like
up.
not like kick me,
Oh.
but like you know when like
Yeah.
someone puts their foot on your head and goes like this, like
Well, no. What are you talking
Like
about?
this, hold on.
No.
This was a cop that did this to you?
Yeah. Did you pay more money for this?
no, he pushed my head with his foot.
What money was it?
He pushed it
Yeah.
with his foot. He didn't kick it. He pushed it.
And
then
what?
Why were you on your knees?
Yeah. Where did he touch
Because
you?
I was sitting down on the curb with my hands. I was in handcuffs.
Oh, okay. Missed that part.
Why was your head so close to his feet?
Yeah, that's weird, dude. What were you doing laying down?
Hey,
And then so he got my cigarettes out of my, and he was like, "I know you. Have you been drinking? I'm gonna get someone out here to take your blood." And I was like, "I'll take a breathalyzer. I don't drink."
I want to
He
get
was like,
somebody out here to take your blood, which
"You
I
don't.
can't do. That's
You don't drink?" And I go, "No, I don't. I
you
don't
can't
drink."
do that. It's like, you have to
Really,
take
he's
it
like,
down. You have to-
really, he's like
yeah.
thinking to himself, I haven't
Hey, that
been
is a
trained
good
on the
idea.
breathalyzer
He has
yet.
to sign off on it, so it's okay for him to stick him with the needle.
Yeah.
They-
They bamboozled you hard.
Another time they got me and PJ. PJ, my friend PJ.
Yeah.
They fucked us up in Wainimi
For what?
for nothing because I had a freaking a white bandana on my arm and I had it out the window.
And what does that mean? That you're a white power or what?
He thought I was in a gang.
What? Who
The,
wears
the white
around here?
bandanas.
I don't know.
You think the cops would know what color represents what tribe
Cops
or
know
gang?
all the gangsters
Whoa,
here, dude.
this guy's a white. He's the new. Oh, we better start him before he starts his band.
Start his white
But
boy
my-
gang.
His white boy.
A white
But my-
bandana on his wrist is like gay.
I was in
would you
church
wear
at that
that
time,
then?
dude. It was a
Dude.
church thing.
Oh, maybe they got you because maybe you were holy.
And then, so my license said Ben Chitai on it. Like, it wasn't even my name. His name was
what?
Ben Chitai.
Ben.
Why
your name
did
was
you have
Benji?
that?
NGO.
BINCHAITHAI.
Why did you
All one
have
word?
that?
That was his name, Ben Chitai.
Dafu.
And then my car is registered to Tim Amoroso.
And would you tell that guy? Oh, that's my brother or something?
I just said, I didn't look at my name. You didn't look at your name. I really didn't look at the name.
When you got your ID?
Yes.
Oh,
I
cool.
just, my ID, put it in my wallet. He goes, who's Ben Chitai? I was like, what the fuck, Ben Chitai?
Dude, who gets an ID that has somebody else's name on it and just puts it in their
Was
wallet?
it a fake ID?
I'm the only person, and I know a billion people, and you're the only guy that's ever happened to in the history of all.
What do you do?
time.
You go, oh my God, it's Stefan McGraw.
Totally.
Yeah.
It
He
tells
just
you
listens
in
to
the
the train.
paper to check your
Was it your first
information.
ID?
Oh, Christopher Rowski, bitching.
Was it your first ID?
No.
No, this is
Oh,
what
okay.
happened. He got his picture. He had no sleeves on. He looked at that tattoo. Like, oh yeah, my tattoos are there. Yes, put it in my pocket.
Yeah, my picture looks cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty much, I just kept it in my pocket.
You never look. Come on, I don't believe that. You never.
I don't
looked at
believe
the-
that either.
Okay,
dude.
so what do you think? Oh, I want
You
to
had
carry
a-
around a
it
fucking
was
fake
a-
ID?
It was a fake ID.
Is this the game? I say no.
Yeah. No, I say no too.
Yeah, I say no.
You think I would have got a fake ID?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're
At,
Tim
at
Amoroso.
22?
Yeah, I think
You
you would have
probably
got it.
had
I
it
think you
before.
would have got
Why
a
would
fake
I-
ID at 16.
You probably had that. You probably had it when you were younger. You left it in your pocket, and you're thinking, "I'm gonna. Oh, this is cool. I'm gonna have one."
And like, oh, my name is Ben Chitai?
That makes no sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
What do you want? What do you want the name to be? Ben Chitai?
McLovin.
Why would I?
That was McLovin before it was McLovin. It was the most popular name ever, asshole.
Yeah,
All
you
the
don't know any
Japanese are coming
Ben's?
over Benchy Tai. Da fool.
Well, no, because back in the
It was
day,
B-I-N,
back in the
Ben.
day, that's
Oh,
how you
Ben.
would do it. You would get somebody's real ID, and then you would pull apart the laminate, cut the photo out,
And
or put a new photo over it, and then relaminate it.
So you were stuck with Benji Tai. That's the name.
Yeah.
But all the paperwork and the date that it was done, I had the paperwork with me. And so I go into the glove department and it says bedsheet tight.
You're an idiot.
But I had all my old shit. So I had my old ID, I had my old registration and everything.
I don't think so, because how would you get out of that?
Okay, why would I lie about this?
What'd you tell them? That's your porn name?
Because you have a
That's
radio
my
show?
porn name.
This
I'm
is
a
my
film
Asian
star.
porn name.
I gave them all my old stuff.
I'm an Asian porn star.
And he was like, you better hope this Benchy tie isn't a fucking murderer.
Benji, hard tie. You know what
Yeah.
Like I'm literally my face is inside the grass at Bowling Springs Park.
Why is your face in the grass?
Because he pushed me.
Sitting on top of you?
No, did you not see?
No, that's a different time with me and PJ.
His other ID said bend me over.
Bend me down.
Bend me down. Bend me over. In my mouth.
Okay, so everything but the name was right. So the name was wrong, and then your height, your everything was right except for the name.
The address, everything.
That's so weird. Someone should have lost their job for that then.
Nobody loses their job at the DMV.
At the DMV, yeah, sure.
Come on.
We'll start calling you Benji.
I don't think they've fired anybody since. I don't think they've ever fired anybody.
So, anyways, that's what happened to me.
I got a quick story if you're interested.
Yeah.
We were talking about police officers and stuff. Like, I had a roommate who, when I worked at Cal State LA, he worked campus police. So we were young. We were late 20s, early 30s, but he strutted his shit on campus police for the school, thinking he was a legit cop,
we had
right?
one of those motherfuckers.
So that was when I moved to East LA, and I'm from the West Side, so moving to the East LA, it was like a culture shock because I'm not Mexican enough for East LA. So it was what it was, and I lived there, and it was cool. But later on down the line, when I moved out, I knew his story. He was always kind of bringing girls in and out, and even though he had a girlfriend and a fiance, he was a player, and he liked to record that stuff. And then when he was done, he would come
just like Ice.
He would come back and in his chonies eating a bowl of Fruit Loops and be like, "Check this out!" And he'd put it on TV, and he's sitting up there like that. I'm like,
almost,
man,
almost.
I don't want to watch that, you know. So already I knew this dude was twisted.
Yeah.
And when I boned out and moved back to San Fernando Valley, about a year or two later, apparently he became a legit cop over for the city of Bell. And that was only because...
Exactly who we want being police people.
Well, and I only found out because it was in the newspaper.
Oh, no.
Oh, he was fucking around?
No, he got some girl and at gunpoint made her...
do stuff.
I knew that was coming.
And he got busted. And he got, I think, I don't know.
Got double busted. He busted, then got busted.
12,
Wait a minute.
12,
You let her
13
go
years.
after that?
No, well,
Damn, Stefan.
Yeah. That's the
Can we edit that out? Is there a way we can edit that?
No, he pulled a.
Now we just got demonetized.
He tried to pull a training day on her.
Sorry,
You want to
you
go
did.
home or you want to go to jail?
You want to suck this dick or you want to die?
Yeah, it's so, I mean, that was just like, it put it in perspective of me, of at least that experience of, my exposure to police folks. And then when I got married with my wife, she's police folk out here in Ventura, but they're all cool and straight. So it's like, I kind of try to feel it out and give everybody the benefit of the doubt, and I understand and I get what he's saying that, yes, there is kind of a military mindset on it, but there's the whole protect and serve and thing and stuff. But at the end of the day, they're individual people, and those people have their own little shit behind the closet, whatever, and they do their own shit. They got their own twisted problems. I even tried to get into the fire department, and I got all the way up into the evaluation for psychological, and I failed. They were like, "You're too fucked up."
What happened? What are you saying to him?
Well, they ask you, all these questions. They're like, have you ever tried to commit suicide? Yes. Have you ever had sex with a minor? Yes. Have you ever done this? Yes. And they're like, yeah, no.
You're not supposed to answer those questions.
You're not supposed to say those questions out loud either. I would have said none of the questions you just said out loud right now.
Oh, no.
Somebody has your application with those answers on it.
No.
Yeah, you failed.
That's where. And when Tim said, "Hey, you want to come on the show?" I already told him. I said, "I got no filter, and I ain't ashamed of the shit that I say." So
no, we're good.
Can you come back when it's a different show and a different name of the show? That'd be awesome.
He's talking about red light.
Those were all like past things, that experiences that a lot of people don't talk about, and they're experiences that I've had.
How long ago was this with the police or the fire department?
I was in my early 20s, so yeah. I mean,
You could probably try it out again. You're probably getting in now. Everybody, you ask a minor?
probably,
No,
right?
yeah. Oh yeah, come in. Yeah. Come in.
Yeah.
Go
But
fuck
even
minors
the drugs thing too, it's like, have you ever done drugs? Yes. Have you ever
yeah.
done this? Yes. And I was just being honest because I didn't want to get busted for lying. So that shows a reflection of my personality. Even telling you what I just told you 5 minutes ago, that's just how I am.
Those are the questions you're supposed to lie about.
Those is okay to lie to.
Like that's one of the ones. Like, hey, did you do coke? No.
No.
I got
What are you
away with
talking
that
about?
shit too. I passed a lie detector in the coke.
What are you
thing.
talking- I hate cocaine.
I think the police department do now allow people that have done coke, not that still do it, but if you've done it, I think that was one of the things that you couldn't do. Now I think that's acceptable.
What about prostitutes?
No.
No.
Don't fall for it. Just lie.
Well, no, I'm not saying I would say, like, first of all, this body's not a cop body.
It's a modern time. You did heroin, right?
I
That's
ain't chasing
okay.
nobody in this body.
You can
No.
still be a
That's
cop.
That's not a cop body.
I've
Shut
seen
up,
I've seen
Ice.
cops like way more out of shape than you.
This is a cop body working at a desk just eating donuts all day. That's that body.
No, you can do community service,
I've
putting
seen a lot
cones
of,
out.
I've seen beat cops
I can
more
be-
out of shape.
With this
than
body,
you
I could be
are.
volunteer Ventura putting tickets in cars.
That's right,
Yeah,
dude.
that's
you could
the-
be a
this is
meter
the kind of
maid.
body
That
So,
could
all
be
right,
you.
so Ice, go.
I'm done. What happened?
No.
No.
Okay.
I don't know. I lost my train of thought. What we were talking about. I don't know. We were talking about
You got sidetracked twice. All right.
Yeah, that sucks.
Three times. Remember,
I
you didn't
def-
have the commercials either.
Yeah. Thanks, Ice. Way to ruin the show, Ice.
Is this show still on, dude? Because he just ruined
I'm
everything.
surprised you haven't ruined it yet.
Yeah.
No, he ruined it.
only one big.
We're 30 seconds into
I'm only one
ruinage.
size 13 away for doing it.
Oh my god. So, anyways, damn, we got tracked. Police brutality.
Yeah.
We've all experienced it, huh?
We weren't even gonna cross those roads. And we got it.
All right. Well, we have.
It's like
we're
11
gonna.
o'clock now.
It's not 11. Oh, it's 10. All right.
We started late.
Doge is 38 cents. Oh shit, yeah. And we have three things. We're actually take a break because I need to connect a cable.
audio.
For the audio and we will be right back. Is that how we say that?
Who they ain't, try to knock my hustle, they can't. I pull this burner out of my pain. They claim to be who they ain't. Try to knock my hustle, they can't. I pull this burner out of my pain. Chop him up where he stands. They claim to be who they ain't. Try to knock my hustle, they can't. I pull this burner out of my pain. They claim to be who they ain't. Chop him up. Chop him up where he stands. Okay. 100 pounds, we just break it down. Take a couple phone calls, they gon' make the round. Let's make sure that everybody eat. So in the end, I make it ends on everybody's street. They claim to be who they ain't. Chop 'em up.
Switch it up.
Chop 'em up where he stays. Okay. 100 pounds, we just break them down. Take a couple phone calls, they gon' make them round. Let's make sure that everybody eat. So in the end, I make it ends on everybody's street.
Switch.
I'm in the trenches with a dope in. I'm circulating public coke until they OD. The kid that started with 100 grams. Now he can turn a full slab into 100 grand. They claim to be who they ain't. Try to knock my hustle, they can't. I pull this burner out of my pain. They claim to be who they ain't. Chop 'em up. Okay. Chop 'em up where he stands.
Yo, microphone check, make it a microphone check. Give it a microphone, I make it a microphone dead. Don't step to me, newbie, I could truly be moody. I could have played the fucking Grinch in the movies. I've been a part-time shadow cat, part-time. That is not a guy that I would ever want to try to battle rap. Snap, crackle, pop, mind fried to a crisp. Make an MC into a wide-eyed lunatic. You. El professor is in the house, let me teach you. I could defeat you with two hands tied and have you waking in the hospital like, who am I? And who are you? Who are they? What is this? You wouldn't believe how someone react to this shit. The mind slips, and speaking in tongues. Fly ink, GVA, that's how we get it done. 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 Fly ink, GVA, that's how we get it done.
Switch it up.
Chop him up where he stays. Okay. 100 pounds, we just break them down. Take a couple phone calls and go make them round. Let's make it show that everybody eat. So in the end, I'm making ends on everybody's streets. I'm in the trenches with a dope thing. I'm sucking that started with 100 grams. Now he can turn a full slab into 100 grand. They claim to be who they ain't. Try to knock my hustle, they can't. I pull this burner out of my pants. They claim to be who they ain't. Chop them up. Okay, chop him up where he stand. Chop him up where he stands.
Yo, microphone check, make it a microphone check. Give it a microphone, I make it a microphone dead. Don't step to me, newbie, I could truly be moody. I could have played the fucking Grinch in the movies. I've been a part-time shadow cat, part-time. That is not a guy that I would ever want to try to battle rap. Snap, crackle, pop, mind fried to a crisp. Make an MC into a wide-eyed lunatic. Yo, give it a stage in a minute, I'ma eat you. El profesor is in the house, let me teach you. I could defeat you with two hands tied and have you waking in the hospital like, who am I? And who are you? Who are they? What is this? You wouldn't believe how someone react to this shit. The mind slips, and speaking in tongues. Sly ink, GVA, that's how we get it done. 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 Sly ink, GVA, that's how we get it done.
They claim to be who they ain't. Try to knock my hustle, they can't. I pull this burner out of my pants. Chop him up where he stands.
Back, I mean.
Yeah,
if
Phil
he is,
gives no
it's
fucks.
better for the show because you'll get just mad that you're sitting there.
Breathing into his microphone.
No, he doesn't. He said he's not coming back. He already told me.
So much for the world's greatest segment.
All right, we got it covered.
All right, so here we go. This is the Isaac yes or no game, all right? So
Why do
you
you
have to
come
just
so
say
proud?
yes or no. Would Isaac say yes or no? This is the first question. Did you watch the last Dodger game? What do you think?
That Isaac would say yes or no?
Yeah.
I think he'd say yes. He's a blue guy.
Stefan?
Grip, son.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Dodgers.
Can I ask questions during this, or do I
who
just
are
have to
No,
say
just say
Who are
yes
the
or no.
No, just say yes or no, dude.
Yeah.
Come
Okay,
on.
because I need to know when the Dodger game happened.
No, we're
Oh
not
my
that
God! I was on a
inquisitive, bro.
Wednesday.
It was on a Wednesday. Okay. Well, he just gave it away.
Well,
I think
because
I
it's
can
come
answer
on.
it.
Did-
Why are you
I was
Alright.
gonna say
cheating?
yes, but I just
What is the fucking matter?
Do you think he watch it? He's a Dodger fan.
I'll go against the grain and say no. No, because he was busy doing other stuff.
He was blocked.
Well, he wasn't doing the commercials. So I'm going to say yes, he was watching the game.
Or painting.
All right.
Okay, let's play this game. Or the question. All right, hold on.
Just tell
Turn it
us
up
the
all the way.
answer.
We'll just do. I'll just tell you. The answer is.
Hold on.
I did watch the last guy.
What are we waiting for? What's that?
There's supposed to be
It's
audio.
supposed
to
to-
it.
yeah, it's supposed to be playing. It's not going.
Did you plug it in? Is it plugged in?
Okay,
Come
there.
on, Phantom.
Turn it up more.
Did you jiggle the cord?
Bash on it with your hand.
take it out, blow on it.
Yeah, take it out like a.
Take it out and blow on
Yeah,
it.
dude.
Try yelling at it.
You can try yelling at it
Did
sometimes,
you watch
maybe.
the last? Did you
No,
watch
and
the?
just
All right, here it is. Yeah, it's there. That works. Here it is.
Did you watch the last Dodgers game?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's wonderful.
I did.
So you did watch it.
Yeah.
Okay. So how about this one? Have you ever been a furry?
Are all of these going to go where we can't hear the actual response?
No,
and
he,
you
has,
have
to,
to
he
tell
has
us?
to listen to it first and see if I'm not lying.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Has Isaac been a furry? Go ahead and turn up a monitor so people can hear.
Hold on. Now I want to ask a question.
Okay.
Because I think he was, if he knew a chick who was into it and he was trying to hit that, he'd probably do just about anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That
That's
sounds
Isaac.
about right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say yes. Isaac was probably a furry at one point in time, just so he could hit that.
Very astute observation.
Sylvan?
Yeah, that's a really weird thing. So absolutely.
All right. Jeff?
I should be offended or complimented by that.
He just went. He just went with weird.
I'm not a fan of furries.
Have you had a bad
Your
experience?
face can
Wow.
shows it.
No.
Do we need a
I didn't
story?
have any bad experiences. I just
Story.
furious.
Yeah, no. Everybody who knows me knows I kind of hate furries.
What
Okay.
happened?
So do you think Isaac,
I hope not.
has he been one?
I hope
No.
not, because I'm not coming to his house anymore.
What is a furry?
Dude,
Yeah.
sitting
I'm
in Phil's seat
not-
has
I'm
like
not gonna-
affected him
Yeah,
that
dude, I'm not
quickly.
gonna let you pet my cat.
So if a furry is men who dress up
Men
as
and
and
women.
women who dress up as an animal
How could you tell?
and they fuck as animals.
Dude, they're
Do you think Isaac has done this?
I don't know Isaac all that well, but from what little I know, I'd say no.
I'm gonna say yes, he did. Right here it
Got
is.
him buffaloed.
Have you ever been a furry?
So what's going on is Sean's asking me these questions.
No, I've never been a furry. I wouldn't be opposed to it and try it, but no, I wouldn't. I've never
And
done
it's
the
funny
custom.
because during the whole time, he's like, okay, I understand that, but can you make it a yes or no answer? Because I tell this story afterwards. So anyway.
All right, has he ever paid for sex?
Wait, what was the question?
yeah. What was the answer?
The answer.
Oh, the answer was
The answer, 'cause not all of
you.
us can hear it.
Oh, okay. You said that you never been a furry,
No, I was
What?
wrong.
Can still be.
but he would be down to do it.
Yes.
So see, my theory about
So,
you
yeah.
trying it to get
So
the
you actually
ass
get bonus points because
was
you
correct.
Like, said the same
It's-
thing.
it just hadn't happened yet.
So hold up. So you would dress up as an animal, and you would do the whole waving thing.
If he was trying to
you
get
would
that
pretend
ass.
to be an
No, no,
animal.
no.
Yeah.
You would eat bugs.
I guess
That's
no.
what they do. You
No.
would walk around in the suits
No.
out in public.
Well, maybe
Chris-
you
He
and I have
might
a
if he was
different
trying to get
definition
that
of
ass.
Do
furry.
you not know what a
talking
furry is?
about?
Like, I do.
Hold up. Do you guys not know what a furry
Do
is? Do
you?
you guys not know what an actual
I totally
furry
know
is?
what furries and
let me
everything.
tell you what I thought a furry is. I thought it was just dressing up as an animal and your privates are open and you're just fucking with the suit.
No, it's more than that.
Well,
it's a whole
I-
culture.
No, there's
That's
two.
what I hate.
There's
the
two.
culture.
There's the primal furry and the just furry for fucking.
Okay,
Yeah,
so can we switch the category to
So
furry for
your
fucking?
description of it is actually cosplay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you're not really a furry, then you're just a cosplayer.
So then I just I
So
didn't know what a furry
haven't
was.
been a furry.
But they
Oh, so you
both call
can't hear me?
themselves furries, though. You
Plug
know,
it
they
in.
don't-
Plug it in.
And one gets mad
that
at the
better?
other group because
Is it better?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
No, I
Furry
can't.
flag.
exclusive, right?
I'm no. I can only hear myself.
What? Say something. I can't hear you.
I can hear me.
He can always hear himself.
God,
Hello?
You guys missed my furry hate stuff?
Yeah.
Shit.
That's
No,
No,
just
say it
recently.
again and use that
Furry
anger.
hate.
I can't imagine you hating anything.
Well, here we go. We're
You're
gonna
sitting in
we're
Phil's
gonna have to.
chair.
I'm gonna move it along. Has Isaac ever paid for sex?
Yes.
Is there anybody that says he hasn't? Let's just start there.
Does
Well,
anybody say no?
That's
One way or
better.
another, definitely.
Okay, I do too. Let's see what happens. Oh, what about you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever paid for sex?
Have I ever paid for sex?
Why do you
no,
repeat
I've
the
never
That's
paid for
yes.
sex.
He says no. He's never paid for
I've never paid
sex.
for sex before. No.
One way or another, you have.
That's a-
One way or another, we all
Okay,
have.
maybe
I don't
if I
believe
went on
you.
an expensive date or something.
You
Yeah.
totally
okay.
politician
But I
Paying-
don't
that
think
shit.
that's paying
You're
for sex.
helping
That's
her
just
with
go-
bills.
Yeah, that's
gotta
not
give her
a
a right
date.
to
That's
work
just a
'cause her
date
car's
that
not
ended up-
working.
I ended up hooking up afterwards. That's
No,
not
that's-
paying for
that's
sex.
paying
That's
for
paying for
sex.
That's,
food.
dude, there's an exchange right there, bro.
That's not a quid pro quo.
Dude,
She didn't have to fuck me. No
totally.
one put a gun to her head and said, "Hey, suck my dick."
No, but
No,
Oh,
not yet.
Would
I mean, I love the Second Amendment. It's great.
Would Isaac shave his beard for $1,000
yeah, fuck yeah. He'd probably do it for 5.
for free?
Would you shave your
100,
beard right now for
500.
$1,000?
Yes. Can you still
I
25.
did it for
Yeah.
Trump. I did it for Trump.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
it's not-
Like,
he-
just move on. Yeah.
See, here's the thing, Tim.
If someone
1995.
was gonna give me $100,000, I'm like, yeah, right now.
See,
$50 probably.
Here's the thing,
100.
Tim.
100 for sure.
That's not that riveting of a question because
Sean.
people
Riveting.
Wow.
people
No,
like
he-
Isaac
Sean.
himself, if we want to, we can grow another beard.
Shut up. Are you amazing in bed?
I think he would say yes.
He's gonna say
to
yes.
that, but I don't think it's true.
What do you think,
Was that
Stefan?
the question? I don't think that was the question.
Yeah, I think that's the question.
No, you're just making that up now.
No.
That's the question.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he tells us that all the time.
I'd never say that out loud.
What are you talking about?
Oh, and now, okay, let's go.
You're the king.
No,
and
you've
shit.
bragged. You've bragged
The
before.
king.
He's bragging about it.
Your performance.
Yeah, you always
Dude,
talk about
I
how
remember this question to be asked.
all the chicks you're with. Okay, here it is.
Are you amazing in bed?
It's waiting right now.
I'm not the worst.
I'm not the worst.
Hold on. I'm not the worst.
I'm not the worst.
Oh yeah, I
Not
do
the
remember
worst.
this question. Okay, I remember saying that. I was
No.
No,
Not bad. Not bad.
not.
Not bad. No. See, I don't
What did I
know.
say?
You don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna go with no. I'm not good.
I'm comfortable.
No, you're not good.
Okay.
You said you're not good. Well, I got it
Oh,
wrong.
Wow. Wrong.
He didn't have that bandana thing on.
So you weren't the king.
If he had the bandana on, he
Well,
had
well, when I have the bandana on, I'm amazing.
Or the crown.
Oh, the crown.
by the crown.
Isaac, normal Isaac it sucks at sex.
Okay. This question is: were you molested by a priest ever?
I'd probably say no.
I don't think so either.
Because if he was molested by a priest, he'd probably be better in bed.
Sing.
Good job,
Ah.
Stefan. What do you think?
Welcome to the show.
No.
I'm gonna go with Ansel. That sounds like a good reasoning. right
I'm
there.
really trying to get
Yeah.
inside your head, Isaac.
I feel
for
like
these
maybe
questions
maybe
here.
we would have heard about it.
What about?
before.
Yeah, I don't think.
He would have talked about it. He'll be talking like
Yeah.
he's on keto for a week. And he's like, I'm on keto, guys.
Yeah, I know. He goes to the gym one day out of the fucking
He
month.
keeps on
He's
saying
like, I went to the
keto-ish.
gym that day.
All right, here we go. Was he molested by a priest?
When you were a little boy, were you ever molested by a priest?
No, because I was a Jehovah's Witness.
I wonder why it took me so long.
No, because he was a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say I can't imagine.
We didn't have priests.
Would
We
you
have called
fu-
a brother.
They were just the elders.
Would you watch or would you pay an ugly? Would you let an ugly bitch pay you for sex?
I would say that yes, he would,
Me too. $100
because he
He'd
gets
be down.
money and sex. I mean, that sounds like
Still- he still
both
busts a nut.
things that Isaac likes.
Stefan?
Yeah,
Especially if it's $155.
because he can just turn the lights out or whatever, or drink more.
Yeah.
I don't even think he'd require that. I'm just fucking with you, mate.
All right.
Stop getting into my head.
So
But yeah, I think you would.
let's see.
For enough-
What do you think?
I'll go against the grain and say no, because if she's that butt ugly, then if he can get it up, then that's on him. But
he can get it up.
For enough
Anything
money,
that
would you let
breathe.
an ugly girl pay you for sex?
Russian dick pills, you'll be fucking rhinoceroses
You're
in
still
no
waiting
time.
for those.
Peg?
What are you talking about?
They still haven't came. They're still in the embargo.
Okay, because I just want to make sure that the question was right, and I'm not saying yes or no to one. It's like a trick question.
We need all
Price
that.
went up a lot more.
They're looking. They every time
No,
Dogecoin goes up,
no.
the Russian dick pill
Wait.
goes up with it.
So he says no.
Yeah,
No?
I would not. I don't. You can't pay me enough to fuck a bad girl. I'm sorry.
All right.
Would you watch two gay men having sex?
I don't think he would watch gay men.
Look, this is the most riveting question so far.
I don't know. I think for comedy he
Are
might.
these?
Sean has shitty questions
What?
today.
Like if
Why
it
would you
was for
guys-
comedy, he might.
Kenny's
so I don't
cutting
know.
in. I think.
All right, I'm just trying to rush through this. Would you watch two gay men having sex? Did he ask you this question?
I could guess.
If you saw two gay men having sex in public,
Hear the
would
audio
you
if
watch?
it's not.
Oh fuck yeah, of course. I would be like, hey, can I join in too, or what? What's
Yeah.
going on? I mean, is there an extra?
There we go. Now
orifice?
the game's starting to play.
Is that what's going on?
Oh fuck yeah! Oh fuck yeah!
Because he
If
did
you
not
saw
ask me that
two
question.
gay men having
Look
sex,
at. Are you
Can I
here?
join in too, or what? What's going on?
Let me
I
hear.
mean,
Let me hear Sean's.
I would be like, hey, can I would be like, oh fuck yeah, of course.
No way.
I would be like, hey, can I join in too, or what?
Hey,
What's
fuck
going on?
yeah.
I mean, is there
That's
an
your
extra
McDonald's.
Yeah.
orifice?
I was just thinking that.
Oh fuck yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's your
yeah.
McDonald's,
I would be
dude.
like, hey, can I join in too? or
Can I
what?
join in
What's going
too?
on?
All right, and the last one. Did you masturbate as a kid?
Yeah, dude.
were you
everybody
into
masturbates
masturbation
as
a
kid.
lot when you were a
Except
little
for
kid?
Phil, but he's a goddamn liar.
I don't think.
Yes, I was. First,
Dude, come
first
on.
grade through
Everybody fucking jerks off, man.
ever since sixth grade, all the way to
I don't know why I'm going in detail.
freshman year, and
Yeah,
then
like
I
the
and then I
year
dropped
started.
out.
Yeah, I remember the first
You
time.
stopped doing.
Every year except for those years.
You stopped masturbating when you're a sophomore.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't remember. I just stopped.
Did you have a girlfriend?
No, I got really into Jehovah's Witness stuff.
When you were a sophomore, you did.
Yeah.
And what happened? I did the same thing with Christianity and
Yeah,
Catholic
like
Catholicism.
it was always guilty. Like I remember, right after I had sex for the first time, I felt really guilty, and it was like all this Jehovah's Witness stuff that I was learning, and so like I felt really, really weird about like sexual stuff for a long time.
You were a sophomore when you first had sex
Yeah.
at your house,
No, it was at my friend Ty's next door neighbor's house.
Oh,
and
yeah?
there's no one was there.
No,
You guys just brought us some
What
nasties
was
or
his
what?
name?
No. So the apartment complex on the side was empty, and two girls moved in, and one of them worked at Romantics.
And the other one was fucking.
And
Wait a
then-
minute. You're talking to some chick who worked at Romantics, and you're like totally
15?
Like,
Yeah, because I look older. At 15, I looked like I was.
you
Like
had a big old
17.
beard and shit.
Like I was tall and I had like peach fuzz and stuff like that. Right? So I
Okay.
so plus my friend Ty was 17 and he told her like yeah he's just turned 18. He's in high school. He's a senior. He's just turned. She's like,
Can you imagine Ike having like I buy dildos for my girlfriend all the time.
So what happened? She brings over a dildo and
No,
what? She get you?
No, so long story short, I go over there and she just was like, "Wine fuck," and we fucked. It was
Those are the best aspects of detail you can provide for us. You wanted to fuck, so we fucked, you know?
Yeah, reality and stuff, dude.
well, cause I never had sex before, and it was like the first time a woman wanted to have sex with me. I was like, yeah.
You know the proper answer is yeah, right?
Yeah, because I still felt weird though. You know, what
It
I mean?
doesn't matter. You get the
And,
job done.
and it's funny because like she did everything. Right, she gave me a blow. I was like, that was my first blow job. Like everything.
Anal?
Yeah, first like everything. I was like, what the fuck? And she
Candy
had
store.
World.
And she had a tongue ring, and it was fucking sponge. It was
Yeah.
SpongeBob. He's smiling. I
Told you, bro.
I
This
could
is a total professional.
I could
What are you
never
talking
look
about?
at SpongeBob ever
You
again.
didn't pay for this?
Told you,
This is a total
Chris.
pro.
I think his friends might have paid for it.
Yeah,
This guy.
he works at this store.
And then the neighbors' kids rush in the house and they bust one of the kids. My friend's brother comes in like, I smell fucking here. My bare ass is out.
Yeah, taking
Like,
pictures.
Fuck,
Gross.
it was the weirdest first
Gross.
time of having everything possible happen. And then for years I was just kind of traumatized because of that and because I was Jehovah's Witness. So, yeah.
Jehovah's Witness mostly.
Mostly Jehovah's Witness part. Yeah. But when I got out of that, it was masturbating all the time.
I was jerking off a mile a minute after that.
Sorry, Mom.
Selling nuts.
Hot
nuts. Anybody here wanna buy my nuts? Selling nuts.
I've got
Hot nuts. Jehovah
I've
nuts.
got nuts for sale.
1 for 5, 2 for 10. If you buy them once, you'll buy them again. Selling nuts. You want some? Hot nuts. You buy them from the peanut man. Selling nuts.
I like how you broke the microphone with the dumb
Anybody here wanna buy my nuts? Selling nuts.
Has anyone
Hot
listened
nuts. I got nuts for sale. You say to me your nuts is mighty fine. Bet your nuts ain't as hard as mine. Selling nuts. Hot nuts. We buy them from the peanut man.
All right, everybody.
Yay.
Since Sean's not here, a.k.a. Ant-Man, a.k.a. Sean Knight, I will be filling in for Hot Nuts. And the way this game or story thing piece works
What is
that,
it?
Huh?
What is it?
The bit?
It's called a segment.
The segment.
And please
Okay.
explain.
Thank you.
Okay.
The segment is there's 3 news stories, and you have to pick which one is not the real story.
Okay. All
right.
So it's not a game.
It's not a game. All right, here we go. Unethical plastic surgeon suspended after dancing with bags of fat on TikTok. A Brazilian plastic surgeon is in big fat trouble. Karen, Brazilian last name.
This is not real.
Not real?
No.
He's the one saying it, so I guess we're
certified?
just for that. Let's just go ahead and do that. So, is that a fake story or not?
No, you finish reading it for everyone
okay.
else.
Yeah,
What's
dude,
going
come
on?
on.
I don't know because there's
Finish
a
the
lot
segment.
of it. There's a lot. It's like a big. It's like 3 pages. I don't know why he.
Well,
pages it.
summarize.
Well, how many pounds was
Goddamn.
it?
Okay,
How much
according to
effort did you
Brazilian
put
media
into
outlet,
this?
she has 245 TikTok followers, and she cannot perform plastic surgery after sharing videos with patient's skin and fat. Revived from the Brazilian Society of Plastic Surgery. So that's pretty much it. TikTok, her videos.
Shake that ass, bitch, and let me see what you got.
Just
Just shake that.
Dismembered and mutated human remains.
That's pretty disgusting.
Wow.
Are you bitching?
All right, that's story number 1. Story number 2. Woman sues theater after claim she was impregnated by popcorn. Saratoga, Florida, a new mother is suing a movie theater, claiming that the male employee, probably Jeff, working at the concession stand, had ejaculated in her popcorn, causing her to become pregnant after she ingested it.
Well, what the hell? How did she ingest it exactly?
Brittany Johnson of Southgate said that she bought the popcorn and it looked a little odd, but then she got it. She chalked it up to unmelted butter. For the trip to see if the hit, or on her trip to see the hit movie Aquaman. She said, I ate it so bad, and it tastes normal, just salty, but buttery. Movie popcorn. The next morning, things began to take a turn for the worse. She began to feel sick to her stomach and the feeling which lasted several weeks. Then she finally consulted her doctor. She was asked to take a pregnancy test, and it was confirmed that she was indeed pregnant. Johnson stated...
This old gag? Man, this bitch was sucking some dick, got caught by her husband. No, some Aquaman.
But that's not even how
Aquaman's popcorn got me pregnant.
The plumbing isn't connected in that way.
You can't conceive.
It's
like
Florida,
that.
right?
Yeah,
It's
not,
Florida.
Florida
That's all
was
you
the
gotta
first
know.
clue.
I mean, I'm not even a doctor, and I know that one.
So it's Johnson stated, I knew in my heart that I wasn't pregnant because me and my boyfriend always use condoms. But now, when I think back, I knew by the way that the employee was smiling at me that he handed me the popcorn that he had it was just up to something. It was said that he was just one of those really beautiful men that you don't really see every day, you know? The lawsuit against Gulf Megaplex Incorporated seeks child support payments and emotional damage totaling $148,000. An ambulance of medical experts
It's a piece of popcorn.
have already volunteered to testify on behalf of the Gulf Multiplex.
The ambulances?
Yeah, I guess this is the way this is written.
A whole ambulance full of medical experts.
Dr. Scott Reinfeld, head of the University of Miami.
Hold on! I know about semen! I got this shit, guys!
The OBGYN stated that
Let me see your vagina.
There's no possible
I got this.
I did a report on cum in the 6th grade. I'm an expert.
Period, he says. Sources say the lawsuit is not likely to go anywhere unless Johnson can't provide otherwise.
Yeah, that's all right. Go. Let's hear the
The
lawsuit.
lawsuit? Yeah, honey, we can't sue him for getting me pregnant by popcorn. Sorry.
Yeah, his dick didn't fall into my vagina. Women.
And she was talking about how good looking he is?
Yeah.
He's just a very good looking man.
Someone you never seen before with soft hands.
Okay, so what? First of all, where the hell is he finding the time to jerk off behind the counter while he's pouring the popcorn?
If you could squish one out,
And,
I'm
and second of all, I got to return.
Let's ask Jeff. Can you find time to squeeze one out?
Hold on. I got to return to what the fuck is she doing with the popcorn?
She's putting up her pussy? What? That's what it sounds like to me.
Some weird shit went down at the Regency Buenaventura 6. I'm just going to say that.
Like popcorn in the pussy shit? Or what are we talking about here?
Anything you want.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Essentially went down at that theater. Anything you could think of.
Popcorn in the pussy, icy in the asshole.
All right, I'm okay.
Yep.
Next story.
Cherry ice, icy, raspberry mix, whatever.
Way further than I wanted to go.
Flavor is. All right, last one. A woman finally cuts her nails after 30 years. Houston, Texas. A woman.
That bitch fucked on her husband and then lied about it. That's real. Women do that shit. Fucking women nowadays are scandalous as fuck.
She made up
of
the damn,
course she would do that
she
shit.
made up the damn popcorn
Fucking
pussy
for
line.
sure. The first one, nah. Land of make believe. No, that's probably real too. This is the fake one.
Okay, woman of finally cuts her nail at 30 years.
It's
Houston,
impossible
Texas.
to remember
A woman who
anything
held the
with you.
Guinness World Record for the longest fingernails on a pair of hands had them cut after nearly 30 years. Adriana Williams, I think I said that wrong, considers herself a nail artist. In 2017, she was confirmed to be the Guinness World Record holder. At that time, each of her nails were at least 20 inches long. The nail on her thumb was a record 26 inches. Back then, if you lined up all her nails, they would measure a total of 18 feet. She reportedly needed more than 2 bottles of nail polish and 20 hours to do a manicure. According to Guinness World Records, William has broken her own record with a new total of more than 24 feet, finally pairing with her grand manicurist last weekend. William, who hadn't cut her nails since the early 1990s, told Guinness that it was a better.
It's got to be some ghetto girl. Catch me outside. How about that?
Her world record-breaking nails
And
are
all
now
these hoes
immortalized
acting like so funny.
in the upcoming record title
Talking
and
about
new
the
display
audience,
at Ripley's.
like they're
Believe
laughing
it or
at
not. Even though it was just
Did
my
you
nails,
say
it's going to be
the hoes
awesome.
are laughing?
Yep.
Whitney said.
So the audience are a bunch of hoes.
In the history, it's history for my kids and grandkids, and it's very exciting. She is encouraging the next history-making nail enthusiast to grow her nails and go for the title. Do what you want to do. Let everyone
Catch me outside. How about that?
your nails long. Do it. And those are the 3.
Catch me outside. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that?
Yeah,
the TikTok
Brazilian chick
banning
with the
for flesh.
I think that's something that Sean would come up with. Like, oh, this is funny. It's not funny, Sean. It's fake.
I think the middle one's the fraudulent.
I agree.
Story.
Hey, if I had heard one of these stories on the news before, is that like disqualify me? From
No,
saying
that
it?
means you need help out your brothers.
We know.
No, that's
Forget about
just
that
that's just you being
Alright.
hip to current events.
Yeah, the third one is
Yeah, that one's just on the
absolutely
Yeah, that one's
true.
legit.
I heard
Too.
I heard
Guinness
about that
World
one.
record. Okay,
So-
so between the popcorn or
Women are scandalous.
I'm gonna say the
Yeah.
popcorn one is true because it's also in Florida, and
Yeah, it
people are
sounds
retarded.
crazy.
So
Nah,
it's
I'm gonna
like
say the popcorn pussy's
one.
fake.
It's
Florida,
gotta be
bro.
the first one.
If
with
it
the
would
fat.
happened
It would
in
never become a case. No judge would say, "Oh yeah, you can go ahead and sue
Maine,
this guy for
it would never happen in Maine.
stuffing
Only in
popcorn
fucking
up your
Florida.
Snatch."
Stefan, what about you? What is this?
I think it's the first one.
Because you know the judge would have asked
The
that shit
TikTok?
right off the bat first too. Like, well,
Because
what,
they already
what were you
said
doing
it's
with the
not going
popcorn,
to go
young
to
lady?
case, So, but it's probably a true story that happened.
Yeah, you can sue. It just doesn't. They just gets kicked out. You just waste taxpayer money.
It's just something that came up.
What do you think, Ralsky?
Well, yeah, I agree with the popcorn thing. I mean, I don't think you can get pregnant by eating jizz flavored popcorn. So
Jizz flavored popcorn.
But is it a true story? A headline?
it just doesn't sound real to me. I want to say that the first story I did hear something similar about it as well as the fingernails. So I think the first one does have some merit to it. So I have to go with the second one.
Oh, then I'm gonna go with the second one. But that's how girls act.
Yeah, but they come up with some dumbass lies, but I mean, you'd have to be pretty well. Florida though,
See, that's
there's some dumb bitches in Florida.
But see,
I'm sticking by my guns.
Saratoga,
I think it's bullshit.
I'm saying you got to think it is Florida. It's a whole nother breed. If shit like that was going on at the $3 theater down over here,
slushies and everything.
I'm just saying.
You guys had theater sluts?
Huh?
What are you doing with theater sluts?
I'm not doing anything with theater sluts. I'm just saying I saw a lot of shit go down.
Man, how dare you?
Yeah, I'm just
What,
saying.
did people come in fucking popcorn?
No, not any. Well, I could probably pick out a couple of coworkers that might have done something like that.
Oh no, I would.
I'm saying
I
like
would've been- I fucked at your movie place. Sorry.
Basically,
a lot
he
of
has
people fucked at
questions
my
about the
theater
cum
place.
content.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
of their
I
popcorn.
didn't.
Yeah.
Tim did it, but he won't tell you outright. He'll tell you after this.
Well,
Not my wife.
Buzzing.
What about you, Chris?
Not watching this.
I'll give you a text message.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
We're changing the name of the show.
Not looking at that text message right now. All right. What about you, Chris? What one's the fake one? The popcorn. 3. He's saying it's real. Or he said it's real. Someone said it was real. Who said?
I said it was real. Yeah, I saw it on the news. I heard it on the radio or something.
All right. Well, he's at least. All right.
Everyone's covered.
What is it?
Coming this summer to a theater near you, it is the Popcorn Story.
I actually got one right.
Sounds like some fucking Modesto bullshit that he would pull, huh?
It's funny because he sent it to me and he read them, and I read them like, this one's definitely the fake one. He goes, "Oh man, was that too easy?" And I go, No one gets pregnant by popcorn. Like,
no.
But he's in Florida.
No. But see, here's the thing. It's not the.
By a man or a woman? By a man. Okay. So
Oh well, that's different. Yeah, but no, I did hear that on the radio the other day. But no, like, so in high
bite my
school,
shit.
we heard a story about this chick who was like she like got pregnant because she had like somehow encountered semen somewhere, and like it ended up.
Yeah, from a dick.
No.
That's like
It was like that. It was like that. No. But it was like.
Oh shit!
It was like.
Oh fuck! It got inside
But it
my
was
pussy.
like that. It was like that where someone had lied about it. They were like, "Shit, I don't want it to come out that I cheated on my boyfriend, so I'm just gonna say, oh, it was in my food." And then I heard about that story like in high school or something. And it like that's what she went with. So I'm like, okay, this lady's just playing stupid. She's like trying to see how far it can go so she doesn't have to admit that she cheated on her boyfriend or something like that. And like you said, she said how like nice looking the guy looked. I'm just saying.
But that could be
it
Sean
made
also
sense.
writing that.
Well,
Maybe
maybe Sean's
just
been to the
because the
Regency.
story is not real. Don't erase what I said.
Yeah.
Women be like that.
I'm just saying, like maybe Sean got some inspiration from the Regency. I'm just saying.
It's a FetLife
Some weird-
thing.
Some weird shit. Probably that too. but-
Popcorn lady.
We should do FetLife things next, huh?
Totally. It's all weird taboo shit.
They have those weird porns where like the girl goes into the
Not
movie
looking
theater.
for weird porn, dude.
I'm just saying, like,
Not looking for
I'm
weird
just
porn.
saying-
Thank
I'm
you.
not saying that. I'm just saying there is movie porn like that, like where they're in the movie theater.
My first 2 jobs for the first 5 years of working was at a video store, and they specialized in porn. So, talk about stories of random jizz somewhere. I know that drill too much, and it was nasty. Like, they would return the videos with like shit still fresh, and we had to like sanitize it and stuff. It was nasty, and it's a trip because all the dudes that came in to rent porn, they'd be there first thing in the morning. They get 5 videos, and they're always shaking. They're like shaking, like they can't wait to get home to just like knock that
They're
off.
waiting.
And then
They gotta
come
beat
back
it hard.
later on that night, return 5 and get 5 more.
Damn.
And it's like they're just handling it.
It's an endless cycle.
I got a question
Really?
for
They were
you
all
guys.
yoked and stuff?
Huh?
They were all
No,
yoked
they
and
were
stuff?
all like mostly like old dudes. A lot of them, I would say like 50% of them had like this weird scaly skin, like like they didn't bathe or shit. I don't know. It's just like I was always trying to imagine like what do they do when they go home? Like just like all day long, like just and they couldn't get enough.
Oh, they're shaking probably.
Yeah, and they were always like this and
They're
stuff. But we would give them shit, when they came back and the tapes were sticky. We'd throw it back at them and go, "Fuck you, man! Go clean up your shit."
I would just charge them that you bought it at that point.
I mean, if it was our store, yeah, but we had to, comply with customer service and all that
fuck
bullshit. But
Oh, COVID people would not be okay in that
oh,
environment.
hell no, no.
Wait, what do you mean jizz?
Is that like semen? Is it like it or is it?
Do you guys want me to give you a couple of scenarios?
You want to talk about something? Yeah, tell me something.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about semen.
He's got
No,
stories.
I got a couple of stories. Yeah, from Regency.
About
So
them theater thoughts.
yeah, first off,
With Jeff.
we caught this little couple, couple of high
midgets?
schoolers.
Oh.
Yeah, they were in the back of a packed theater, all 136 seats filled up. They were jerking each other. Got caught.
They're two
got-
guys?
No, well, girl and a guy.
That's not jerking it.
Fingering,
Finger
jerking,
blasting.
whatever.
Can you say finger blast?
Whatever,
Finger blasting, bro.
I just
You just did.
generalize it. They were.
Jeff,
The
it's okay
the
to say
boy
it.
was fingering the girl, and the
That
girl
finger- no,
was
no,
was
finger
was
blasting.
Okay,
finger
so
blasting. Okay.
that is vigorous third base.
the act
Mutual
of,
third base.
of hand jobbing. Anyhow, so we caught
Hand
them.
manipulation. Go
Around
ahead.
here.
Kicked them out.
You're a dick.
No, I didn't catch him.
Oh,
Did
So-
they let him finish first?
yeah.
I don't know about that. Someone comes up to me.
I mean, come on, it's a
Some
Regency.
lady is looking for her daughter.
Oh,
Some lady is looking for her daughter as she can't find him.
She's
She
getting
can't find her.
finger blasted
And
in
I'm
12B.
like, well, let me try to figure it out. Let me find. And then someone comes up to me. They're like, Jeff,
They're in Finding Nemo.
they got kicked out. I'm like, why did they get kicked out? And they're like, well, they were
Finger blasting.
in the back of the theater. I was like, oh shit. Well, this is her mom. What do I tell her? Hey, your daughter got kicked out. Why'd she get kicked out? You should go talk to a manager. And
somebody like
the kid, her dad was in there too.
Only hope.
Her dad was in there too. This boy came back in with a black eye and everything. This guy fucked up this kid because he found out what happened. I'm like,
guys are
what?
some snitches.
What? I didn't say anything. I was like, that's not my. I'm backing out of that.
that
but
is kind of snitchy.
At
But-
that point, you just said you kicked
Hey.
him out for being loud or something.
Hey, man,
No,
but
I
that
was like-
dad,
I
he
was
got
like-
his.
yeah, but I'm just
punched
saying,
the
like,
fucking teenager.
why?
I mean-
Hell yeah, you did.
Hey.
But hold on. If you were with some
You know how many
chick,
guys of priority?
if you were
fucking
with some
had
chick
their
in a
whole hand up
packed
that
fucking
goddamn thing by
theater,
then?
would you? And her parents were in there, and this dad was like jacked. Would you say, yeah, let's go to the back? Not even like
Oh, their
Yeah, man,
parents
that's
were in the
gangster
theater.
shit.
parents
Yes.
were in the same theater.
The
they
girl's
met.
mom, dad.
So they were all in the date together,
and
kind
the
of.
back row, they were sitting
They were
against the wall.
chaperones. I think
So
that-
they
that's
were
a-
sitting against the wall. So you open the door, you see them right there.
Oh, that's
the
a
nearest
Tim.
seat,
That's a Tim Amoroso
the
move
nearest
right
seat
there.
was
That's not
like
me.
3 feet away. So I'm saying, like, would you guys do that?
I wouldn't have
Gangster,
got
Oh,
caught.
to punch the kid?
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
a little bit,
Hey,
but like that's
hey,
ballsy.
hey,
but like,
hey,
I don't know.
Hey, I probably would do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got caught though.
You're right. That's
Okay.
gangster. I mean,
Hey, I'm
You
sure
don't
there are a
even
lot
need
of
to
people that
jack me
didn't get
off.
caught.
I just, shh, that's all. I don't need to get my dick out. That's fine. Just
What the hell are you talking
because they were
about?
mutually fucking, doing stuff.
Manual
Yeah,
manipulation.
that's how they got caught. Was
Yeah,
I mean, this is one thing.
That's
yeah.
what. Then that's
That-
what probably
that-
caught them.
the,
Is
the
this?
ski pole.
Yeah, you
Like, see,
can't.
so like pretend like you're finger blasting me, and
No, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm doing.
Yeah.
Reenact
Back
it.
the fuck up.
Once upon a time,
Yeah.
you're
Go ahead. Let me
the
see.
blaster.
No.
You're the
I'm
blaster.
Hey, finger blast
you
him.
see how that
All
looks?
right.
Oh,
Hold
God.
up.
I was on that side for a bit. Now I'm over on this side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's called
You guys want a second one?
Oh, you want another one?
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
want another one?
Yeah.
All right. So we had this movie. It was
Is there
called
more finger blasting in this one?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yes,
Hey,
maybe. We'll see about
we'll
that.
see
I'll
about
take
that.
it. I'll take that.
Mashing
It
dinners.
was a slow Wednesday morning.
Perfect for finger blasting.
We had the movie Sex Tape with
Love it already.
who's that guy from fuck doesn't matter. Anyhow,
The one with the
the guy from How I Met Your Mother.
Oh,
and Jennifer Lopez or something like that. It was
Lopez.
Yeah, they make a sex tape and then it gets leaked onto the cloud or something like that.
Oh, Jason Segel.
Yeah. Jason Segel. Yeah.
Not
Anyhow,
Jennifer Lopez.
who was the chick? What was her name? Not Jennifer Lopez.
It's Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, whatever. Anyhow, we had that movie. There were 4 people in there.
Jennifer Garner.
And this lady comes out once the credits start rolling. This old lady, and she comes up to us, and she's like, "I just want to let you know, I want a receipt back. I want my money back because refund. I want my money back because there were these men masturbating vigorously in the movie."
Awesome.
And I said,
did she say?
I said, whoa, wait. So the movie's over. Why didn't you come tell us when
it started?
Why didn't you say?
There's so many questions I need.
Right. But you're gonna have more questions.
Were the men masturbating each other?
You're gonna have more questions.
Definitely.
You're gonna have more questions. So she says, after I saw this, I got up and I moved seats, and I was like, okay. I'm like, well, why didn't you come tell us? She's like, I didn't want to miss any of the movie, and I was like, okay. And then
Trust me, lady, you're not missing out.
She says that the person next to her that she moved seats with, he starts jacking off too. And I'm like, whoa, okay, so not only is one person jacking off, but 2 people jacking off now? And you didn't come tell us after the second person. She said, no, I moved my seats again. I'm like,
please tell me
lady,
third.
I swear to God, she says the third person starts jacking off. And I'm like, lady.
You're lying.
No, I swear to God.
I
swear to God. No,
Okay.
That's fake.
No.
Story
I
2.
swear
In on it. Hey,
to
when
God.
this old lady comes in here, let's all start
They were
jerking
probably
off when
like,
she's
jacking
whoa,
off to
okay.
her.
I'm like, lady.
Was she a cute lady?
No, it was a fucking old lady. And I was like, we can't refund you the movie because A, you didn't come tell us right away. B, the policy's 30 minutes. See, wait, why the fuck did you sit there 3 times and let these people jack off? And she's like, well, it's Cameron Diaz. She's like, you should know when a man.
Cameron Diaz?
No,
yeah, it
the
was
movie
Cameron
was
Diaz, I think.
It doesn't matter. It
It
could be
doesn't
fucking
matter. She
Beyonce.
says
Who cares?
when a man goes in alone to see a Cameron Diaz movie, you know he's up to something. And I'm like, lady, that doesn't make any sense. Why didn't you tell us after the first person jacking off?
Why didn't you say anything?
So she leaves and she like argues with someone. So I go in with my manager and I straight up tell my manager, I'm like, if I have to clean up any jizz, I'm just letting you know right now, I'm clocking out and going home before that happens. She said, that's understandable. We'll have someone else do it. And I said, good. So we walk in.
Poor guy, whoever had to do that.
The 3 guys were sitting next to each other.
No way. They found each other in the crowd.
Yeah, so I was like,
okay.
there were only 4 tickets sold. She moved 3 times. I'm like, these people are sitting next to each other.
She was sitting on the right side of them?
Because it was like this.
The left
it was
side
like,
and right behind.
It was like one man was right here, and then the 2 men were in the row behind. So I was like...
So by the time she got to the 3rd woman, she's just thinking to herself, I certainly hope this feller doesn't start whacking it again.
So it was like this, but one man was sitting here, and then 2 were sitting behind. So I was thinking, well... Why did she move 3 times? And if everybody was jacking it, but they're sitting next to each other, I'm like, how does this?
Hold on.
How does this? It has so many questions. I'm like, was she involved? Was she jerking it?
Why wouldn't she go away from everyone?
No, you know what I want to do? Very next thing, I want to like follow her to the grocery store with like a bunch of my friends and just like
jacking off. Start jacking off in the produce department.
It has to be a military experiment, right?
No, but like
just like all
just
day,
masturbate in front of her.
Just follow her around with a bunch of people. Okay, now it's your turn. Go jerk off next to her.
It was so confusing. It was like, wait, this doesn't make sense. The math doesn't make sense. Was she jerking them? Were they jerking each other? What was going on?
I think the guys were in on it. I think all 3 guys went in there to mess with her or something. Because
3 times in one
that sounded like something
Yeah.
me and my buddies would do just to fuck with somebody. But
I have no clue. But I just remember.
Did you have to
that
kick those people out?
The movie was over. There was nothing to kick them out.
Yeah.
What were they doing there?
Jerking was done.
They waited till the credits were done. They got up and left. I went
They had just
around.
become
I just
best
they were
friends.
just
They
a
didn't
bunch
bust
of
a nut yet. They
They
have
were
to-
just a bunch
There
of
was no-
napkins, and I was like,
Was there any
maybe they
speech?
came in the napkins. I mean, most people are pretty rude there, and they just like if they're eating seeds.
We just
or
come
something,
everywhere.
They'll spit their seeds or they're chewing tobacco on the floor, and I got to clean
Maybe
it up.
they.
But like these guys, I guess if they came, they were nice and they came in the napkins and they put left.
No, they
napkins
came in
there.
the
They're
popcorn.
professional.
Or they came in the lady or something.
They're professional
I don't
masturbators.
know.
So like, this is very rude.
No.
Let's get this napkin.
But I swear to God, true
No,
story.
you want the
Not gonna lie.
dark. You want the dark answer to your question.
Yes.
And you want to know why there wasn't any left
You're gay.
and why she didn't leave.
'Cause she was.
She wanted to be the
yeah.
fourth.
There was another sex.
She wanted to
going
jack off too.
Think about it.
In her with her
Hey,
mouth.
Think about it. You know
Well,
where the cum ended up.
What theater
the
was
popcorn?
this anyway?
She wanted to get her
on. This was
popcorn mashed.
This was the Regency
I
Buenaventura
do like
6.
your funny
Oh,
stuff.
wow.
Like this guys in the
$3
one,
theater
and
over
she
by
went from the
Burlington Coat
back to
Factory?
the guy to
Yeah,
the right
yeah.
to the guy to the left, and then she left. That's
And
what she did.
the exact theater that it was playing in was Theater 6. That's the first one down the hallway on the right.
Oh my god.
But the emergency exit's just right
With
there.
the sticky floors. That's what
I like the
They all got
the
sticky
word
floors. A lot
vigorously.
of homeless people pee on it. So if you see
have
out
fun.
of if you see an out of order sign, when it dries up,
Yeah, there's no way to really
back
wash
up.
it up.
Yeah.
And so, what'd you learn?
I still think they were all
Sticky hands, Jeff. Huh?
Holy shit! What did I learn?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Picked the wrong week to have a birthday.
Is your birthday
Yeah, Wednesday.
last Wednesday, or this coming Wednesday?
That just passed.
We didn't say happy birthday to you.
Don't worry about it. It's not happy birthday.
What the fuck? Happy birthday!
birthday.
All right,
Thank
next
you.
week is fucking Ansel Day.
But that.
I
And,
thought your birthday was in July.
I don't really ever want to go to the movie theaters again. Especially not if I go in there and there's old women.
Well, we don't have to worry about it because guess what?
We're never going to the movie theaters
We're not.
again.
I went a couple weeks ago.
They're probably close. I sold all my AMC stock.
Well, was there old ladies in there?
You had
No, I was
AMC
watching
stock.
Godzilla vs Kong. I was by myself.
By
I
yourself?
sure
How
did.
depressing. Took yourself to the movies?
Yeah.
He was finger blasting himself.
This is how it
Hey,
works.
man.
Those guys were spread out like this.
What'd you learn, Stefan?
Not to go to the Regency 6 anymore. Sure. So, yeah.
Big Jeff, Sticky Jeff.
I have learned that no one's gonna believe my Regency stories. That was the tip of the iceberg.
That needs to be
That wasn't
a
even the worst
segment.
one.
That's a
Wasn't even
segment.
The worst one.
I'll put it there. That's a
Theater.
TikTok for sure.
Stories from
Segment.
the theater.
A segment too?
For the show. Every show
Oh,
he'll tell a
Regency
Regency
stories
story.
was
Dude, I gotta tell a new Regency
Yeah,
story. I got
Regency
a lot.
story.
Tales from the Regency.
Yeah.
Well-
There's some dark shit, I'll tell you that.
Ice, what'd you learn?
Man, Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. He was talking to me. What I learned that fucking old ladies are pervs, man. They're fucking not one, not two, but three fucking guys jacking off, and don't stitch. Or did stitch afterwards. That's crazy.
I still want to like follow her around with. Can you imagine that all day, everywhere you go? Everybody's jerking off around me.
Ma'am, why didn't you tell us after the first? Well, I mean, I thought Cameron Diaz was on.
Well, it's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday. Nothing's really going on. And might as well spice it up.
Better to do.
What'd you learn, Rowski?
I learned that there are a lot of kinky motherfuckers out there. I mean, I'd say I'm one of them, but I mean, none of this stuff really
Gets you going.
surprises me. You know, I could go on with stories myself too, but I like hearing them because it's definitely inspiring. It gives me ideas.
It makes you feel like you're not alone.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just gonna rent out a movie theater and just like get 3 people to randomly go in there.
I mean, like I said, it's like
$90 right now.
if me,
How much is
Tim,
it,
and
90
say
bucks?
90 bucks
Ice
for
were,
a theater by itself.
buddies from, a young age, and we ran around just, wreaking havoc, and we're like, hey, you know what? Let's just, go and find like some fake rubber dildos or something, and like fuck with people or something, and we end up in a movie theater, and there happens to only be one person there or whatever. It's like there's always so many scenarios and stuff. So when he's telling me, I mean, I'm sure it's a legit story and stuff, but to me, it's not far-fetched.
Too good to make up. That was.
Fuck, you're right. I do have a lot of questions too. Like, were they vocal or were they quiet?
I have a lot of
Like,
questions too.
Can you imagine that?
That's a good idea, Rowski. We need to actually strategically just place dildos around the studio. So when people are watching at home, they're like, "Is that a dildo?"
That was not.
No, I don't.
the
I don't think
idea
I
behind it,
suggested
Tim.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, bro.
That's your idea,
Suction cup
Tim.
ones work.
The suction
like
cups
that.
on the desk. Yeah.
We can do it everywhere. Just dildos everywhere. It's gonna be awesome. Well, everyone, thanks for
Replace
watching.
Mike with dildos.
We fade to black. Fuck this place. This is bullshit. And we're out of here. Have a good
Good night,
night.
you guys.
Don't forget to fuck more. Sorry. Well, he wasn't here, so I had to say it.